A lasso tool. Fine. How often are you on? All right. Well,
Mhm.
all right. Never mind. Forgive me
What?
for. I was gonna ask you how often do you use Magma, but then I see the
Uh,
podcast. They're all Magma.
they're all on this because this is the probably the easiest way I can get like multiple people to draw, on the at the same time on the same canvas.
I
Um,
just wish it was like CSP where you have all your cute little brushes on.
oh, that'd be cool, but I don't use CSP. I use Procreate like
Is that
like a Chad.
is that better? I don't know what the fuck Procreate is.
Procreate is, I mean, it's one of the best drawing apps you can get on the iPad. I use an iPad, so that's why.
Oh,
So
oh,
you can,
really?
yeah, it's what I use for everything.
But Curly, you're like sophisticated. I thought you were like a I thought you were like the Warhammer 40K. I thought you were him. I thought you
I
were the Curly who used a.
can I not be him on an iPad? Does it exclusively have to be a fucking Wacom that I have to plug in with a USB? Dude, the iPad is slept on by some people. This thing is fucking nuts what I can do with it.
I'm scared of Apple. I came from sticks and stones. I see the price tags and I get
Oh,
scared.
don't
I
get me
run
wrong.
away.
Don't get me wrong. It hurt me seeing the numbers leave my bank account when I bought this thing, but I don't regret it because it's really powerful. Um,
Yeah,
it's got this thing got 2 terabytes, 16 gigs of RAM. It's got that Apple M4 chip. I can I can draw things at like super large scale without it chugging or lagging on me.
really.
Yeah.
Huh.
Very expensive, but I decided if I'm gonna get a brand new iPad, I might as well go the extra mile and get something that'll last me a very long time.
No, I got the Windows route. I got myself a fat PC box, and then
Nice.
I upgraded myself recently to an Artist 21 XP
Okay.
pen. It's the
Nice.
it's the fucking one that the fucking thing that fucking Rubber Ross had before he went
Hmm.
jumbo size. The thing, my fucking thing's as fat as a monitor.
Damn. Yeah, my iPad's only 13 inches. That's the biggest I get. But I also have a PC, which I use for like editing videos and stuff. I built it. It's a pretty good
Yeah,
PC.
yeah, of course you do need a computer for editing and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I need a good computer for editing. This thing, it's a good computer. It's got a 3070 in there and some other pretty mid to high spec stuff that I built. So I
I
like it.
just basically, I'm not a nerd. I'm a fucking I'm a Homo erectus. Okay, it's like
Okay.
we are very too far in between. Like I went to Micro Center and like I went like an hour away to this only Micro Center in like my like area. And I'm like,
Uh
um, Grunko Eco Akko, and then he's like, oh, it's another caveman. Bring in
huh.
the
He goes,
fucking
I can put the computer
fire, and he's like, fire on, rock.
light
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, all right, bring in fucking like the fucking archaeologist. See, like let's get like the Smithsonian over here. Let's see if we can figure out what he's saying." And then overall, they got me a fat bill for a computer. I came back home and I dare not touch it. I dare not touch what's inside. I just use uh computer cleaner and that's it. And like I don't know if you know War 40K lore. I just act like one of those like fucking Omnisire dorks who just don't know how it works, but they praise it because it gives them everything they need.
Yeah. Yeah, I decided to build mine just because I kind of wanted to learn how to do it. And actually, it kind of wasn't that hard. It was kind of just like building a Lego set almost, except
I
much more expensive and much more risk involved if you fuck up.
I mean I get it. I get that Curly. I mean like I look at it now, like
Listen,
I see how it goes, but I get too scared. My hands are too
no,
fast.
I get it. I understand not being scared to do it. But I'm not really that much of like a techie guy. Like I get bullied all the time by my friends because they call me an old man. Like building a PC wasn't that hard because it's like just plugging shit into shit, and you just gotta have careful hands and I do construction, so I sometimes gotta have steady hands. So
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm a landscaper. I kind of, it's hit or miss. I don't know.
yeah, but yeah. Um, do I even want to do an intro?
You know, you should
Yeah,
do it. It'll be funny.
yeah.
It'll be
I'll do an intro. I'll put all that nonsense. I like to put before like the little musical intro, like just any funny bits that happen before I do my little intro. So I'll put that there. Our little PC talk.
That's cute. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's cute. Okay.
Yeah. Um. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Where at? What are we on? Episode. So I just uploaded 14 today, 15 with Balapa, 16 with you. Okay. Good to know. All right. Uh, Hold on. You gotta come up so that shows up. There we go. Hello everybody and welcome back to Spice Cabinet. We're on episode 16 and I'm joined here by a great artist, a wonderful man, caveman, some might say. Delix.
Hello.
Delix. Yeah.
Hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I stumble up to the mic. Hey guys. Yeah. I'm Delix Draws. I'm a kind of a new artist. Like I only started like 2 years ago. Primarily an iFunny, fucking douchebag, and I'm like trying to get into like other like places like Twitter and YouTube. I'll probably get there eventually.
Yeah. All of his links will be in below, down below. Um, but yeah, this what do we feel like getting into today?
You know what? I want to draw something like peak. Let's see if we can draw something like probably like that only appeals to male fantasy. I want to draw like Kirby like characters in like hypebeast clothing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Appeals to like all like generations worldwide. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, I think that'll appeal to like every male population across the planet for years to come if we do that.
Yeah, honestly, I do remember that happening in like New York Times newspaper, like about the world, like over like a world. Basically, the world is like fantasizing about royalty in like Versace. You know, it's only. I mean, it only makes sense.
Yeah. I just finished my Versace cologne a few weeks ago. Now I'm sad because
Versace cologne.
That shit was quality.
Hold on, I love cologne. I'm more of a smell guy, Mr. Curly. I got myself.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm a smell guy. I have a candle going on right now.
Oh, you just like being surrounded by good scents, typically.
Dude, it's
I mean, I would say that's most people. But you like so you're a candle guy.
I'm a smell guy. Let me like I just like listen. I'm just gonna stand by. I'm a smell guy. I like to smell really good stuff. And
fair enough.
What I got on me is Unforgettable Pure Black, Haramain Amber Ode, Gold Edition. These things are like expensive. These things fucking cost like $200 a piece. This is kind of it is. I get hold on before you call it dumb and gay. I do understand how dumb and gay it is, but I like it. It smells good. Let me put it on right now. Actually, kind of.
For the record, I wasn't gonna call it dumb and gay. I think candles are pretty cool.
Oh no, I saw like I saw your teleprompter. It did say that, but I'm just not act like I didn't see that.
Hey, I don't write what's on the teleprompter. I'll make sure to go ahead and talk to my intern about that.
Before we go any further, I want to actually what can I say, because I see a lot of like your team is like back like right behind you, like staring at me, making sure I stay on the script. I just want to make sure like before I go and like say any of these topics as on this paper, I don't want to anger your sponsors. I want to act like can I not say anything on this channel that I just should I don't want my career to end so quickly.
Yeah, no, neither do I. Because here's the thing: if you say something really bad, I don't edit that out. I actually keep that in, and I make an expose video on you. Yeah,
there's a second channel. So it's called Straight to the Point. Cinema.
Yeah, I have a second channel actually. It's It's called Pyrocynical. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Oh my god, Pyrocynical. I love his slop. Oh my god, I
I've
wake up every
never, I
day.
haven't watched a single one of his videos. I just figured he's like a.
Go fuck
I
yourself.
just thought he was like a. Isn't he like a drama YouTuber? Is that what he does?
Yeah, he does goy slop on the side, and he does like his like mainstream shit is like him like doing like videos of like Darkwood or like Petscop or just lore slop, goy slop, and there's yeah, lore slop.
You're saying a lot of like phrases I'm not really understanding here. I
Yeah,
know the
lore,
phrase. I know what goy slop means. I've heard that millions of times. What the fuck is this other shit you're saying? What is all this other slop?
lore slop.
Lore slop? What lore
You,
though?
you can't eat like YouTube dinner without like watching lore slop.
What is lore slop? What's
It's
the
the
lore?
new it's the new fad. It's a new fad currently. Like gotta like listen, man. Like yeah, even if it's like a 2D platformer, like Flappy Bird or like
Oh, you mean like discussing the lore of like a video game,
everything needs a lore
like
currently.
that video with Dark Souls and shit. Like
Yes,
how
everything needs a no.
he made his channel
Exactly.
on that. Okay, I see what you mean.
It's so good.
I mean, I don't know if I'd call that slop. I think it's pretty
No.
interesting to like just, listen to the lore of a video game that's not really like I would say for games like Dark Souls, having a man like Vat Video exist is kind of essential because otherwise, like I would have never understood half the shit that I saw in so many Souls games. Like I like especially games like Elden Ring where it's like it's just, you have this like fucking 1 million square kilometer map and there's like all these things. I'm like I don't know what that's supposed to mean, dude. Like I don't know. I'm just gonna fight this guy. I have no idea what I'm supposed to glean from this.
I love Elden Ring. You played it? I'm pretty
I
sure you
did.
played
I've played it.
it.
I've played it a few times.
Man, I love it. But all right, so I guess this brings to my next segment. I suck. I suck really bad at those type of games. But
Okay.
the reason why I'm good at like the pattern recognition, I can do that, but
Mhm.
I suck. You know why? Because I'm a LARPer. I'm a LARPer, Curly. I bend down at my and I have to go confess that I play the game and I enjoy just being something, even if it means like my stats are complete cheeks. If the drip ain't dripping, I will
Oh,
drown.
dude, no, I'm a Fashion Souls player. Absolutely. I'm not gonna. I'm definitely gonna wear armor and use weapons that I find to be really cool. I'm a cool factor player for sure. So I'm with you there.
But like the drip I choose, it's just really, really bad. Like really, really
Oh,
bad. I just
like
it does not help at all. I'm like trying to choose it.
well, I mean, what by bad do you mean stats bad or like cosmetically
Stat
bad?
bad.
Yeah, no,
Stat
I'm
bad.
the same way. I don't care how much defense or poise the armor is gonna give me. It's like if it looks badass, I'm just gonna wear it. Because it doesn't even help that much anyway. Like the armor really isn't gonna give you that much of an advantage over not good armor. So
Hold on. I forgot how a water lead looks like. I mean, I know they have like Timberlands and like
I don't
fucking
know.
big
I'm gonna be honest
pants.
with you. I haven't played a Kirby game, and I don't remember what King DDD looks like.
Really?
I'm going off of memory here.
Oh, that's what you're drawing.
That's what I think. I know he's like a bird of some sort. That's about the best I can do.
That's funny.
And thus continuing the trend on this show where I just start drawing random characters as like fucking chiseled look maxing chads.
I mean that's what honestly I can't wait until 2030 Kirby arrives when we can actually get like good renditions of like King Dedede and what he actually looks like.
Yeah, no.
That's probably what he'll look like.
I know. And people will look back on this day and see what I started.
I think that's what Sakurai intended, though. I'm pretty sure he said he wanted to make King D an actual stud, but then like no one actually believed him. But like it was just the problem was like video game technology back in the day is like make King D like D.
Mhm. Fair enough. What does he wear on his head again?
He wore the hijab, yeah.
His job?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's not a
Don't quote
crown?
me on that. I don't know. I kind of forgot.
Fuck. I really don't remember what this dude wears on it. Oh my god. I'm gonna look this up after, and I'm gonna be 1,000,000% off, as I always am with these fucking characters. I'm still haunted by that time I tried to draw what's her face, Charlie from Has Been Hotel. Like way back on episode 2. I was like, I did not get it right, even a little bit. And I watched the show, and I still didn't get it right.
That's funny.
It is funny. That was back when the Verbalist thing was still recent, so you know, had to stay relevant to the times.
I forgot what he made recently.
Recently?
I don't know. Like,
he didn't make anything recently. This was back earlier this year when he commissioned an artist $50,000. Right? I don't know if you do you know about that?
Are you talking about like the money he had to go put down for
an animation of Charlie from Has Been Hotel chasing him down and trying to seduce him?
Yeah, the first thing that fucked him up. Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's that was still recent back then. So it was oh, we gotta do a joke about that guy, right?
Curly Brown. How do I make a new layer on Magma?
So what you're gonna do is down above the layers, right above the trash can, there's a little plus sign.
They're up there.
Yep, there you go.
All right, thank you, pal. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. All right, I don't remember what this idiot wears on his head, so we're gonna go and just give him that.
All right, let's see what I can do here. Nope. Yeah. I wish I could be a Waddle-Dee sometimes.
A what?
They're so Waddle-Dees. They're so amazing. They're
is that what
yeah.
Kirby is?
Waddle-Dee? No, Kirby. He's like gum.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I don't know. There's probably a lore there that makes me wrong and dumb and stupid. I'll just say gum.
There's probably lore slop out there that explains what he is.
Well, speaking of lore slop, why are you called Cinnamon? Why you call yourself Curly Cinnamon?
Oh, dude, you know what's so funny about you bringing that up? When I was editing the Spice Cabinet that came out today, as at the time of this recording, I remember we were talking about the origins of names, I think, and I was going to bring up why I'm Curly Cinnamon, and then for some reason our conversation got derailed into something else, and I never explained it. So, you know.
So explain yourself.
Why? Should I reveal that? Should I reveal that now? Or maybe I should just edge it a little longer.
Well, me, honestly, so we have a whole Curly Cinnamon fan club, guys. If you haven't know,
Mm-hmm.
In short, our theory is that there is a universe that you're making besides your current comic you're making. I think you're gonna make yourself a Curly Cinnamon persona universe.
Oh, really?
And I actually made a couple of characters in my mind that are potential will probably be canon. I mean, it's hinted after what you say in podcasts, but we're pretty confident it's canon.
Oh yeah.
You have Wavy Peppercorn and Straight Salt. That's the only ones that we know are canon because we can't really pinpoint the Goya brand that you said that one. You said Goya one time. You might have said Goy Slop, but we actually thought you said Goya, so we think there might be a Hispanic character named. of such thing, but we're not too sure on that.
Okay.
Could you like confirm that, or?
I don't know if I can. I'm kind of under a bit of an NDA here.
Oh yeah, I forgot the guys behind you currently that are like staring at you,
Yeah.
tapping their tapping their feet,
Yeah.
looking
The
at the clock.
angrily, clicking their toenails on their desks right now. Um, just
Yeah,
just waiting for me to fuck up because
yeah,
yeah.
telling you to read the script, making you like hold the product in your hand.
Hmm.
What current product you have in your hand currently, Curly? I can't see it. It's too dark in this.
This is just a. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's just a little game called Raid Shadow Legends. Um, with over 1,000 playable characters, and you yourself can get 10 free draws using just a little term called code Curly Cinnamon, but that's all that is. Nothing crazy.
Amazing! I can't believe that Curly is getting brand deals.
I know, dude. It's wild. To be honest with you, if I was actually approached by Raid Shadow Legends, I'd probably turn them down.
Really?
Yeah, because I imagine, for one thing, they're not going to approach me because I have like 130 subscribers. But let's say magically they did and they offered me like $1,000 or something, I'd probably turn them down.
Tell me why.
Because I think their game's shit, and I
You
kind
played
of
it
don't.
before?
No, but I've seen it. I'm not downloading that fucking gotcha bullshit on my phone. But I've seen the gameplay, and we all know what it is. Like, I don't even need to play the game to know what it is. It's a game filled to the brim with microtransactions where you spend more.
$1,000.
Yeah, you spent
$1,000.
$1,000. I will not do it. I'm not
No,
sure.
I'm telling you, you wouldn't like they showed you like 1,000 big ones.
Mhm.
They said like we need you to go and promote our game.
Nope.
You're not gonna do that.
Nope.
Whoa, that's insane.
Not doing it. Not
Gonna
doing
do
it.
it.
Nope.
I don't know.
Mm-mm.
So what? All right. So what like current like big let's see what current big YouTube shilling item currently do you think you would go and like think about like
Genuinely, probably gamer subs, because I actually use their product. Like, I drink their stuff and I like it. Like, it's something I can stand by and say it tastes pretty good, and I haven't noticed any negative side effects.
real?
So, gamer subs, I'm a pretty big fan. So if you guys want to spend more money or waste your money on me, I'm here. What's a vape pen? Like,
Oh, you don't partake in vape pens? You don't want to like
Nope.
destroy your lungs currently?
No, I'd actually like to, live reasonably long.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
I can't believe you. Oh,
I know. I like to stay healthy. I like to work out and, eat healthy, partake in good habits, stuff like that.
wow, I can't believe it.
I know, a little disappointing.
Oh, this Waddle Leaf's looking so good.
This dude looks
I-
fucking awesome, dude. What the fuck? You're blowing me out of the water right now.
He's so dripped out. I should cheat and find I don't know what the G on the Gucci belt looks like. Can I cheat? Can I cheat, Dad? Can I cheat?
I don't care. You do whatever you want, man. I don't use reference just because I think it's funnier to get shit wrong. You can use as much reference as you like.
Let me see where I can find a. Come on, okay? Let me go. All right, fine. I'll look up Gucci.
Yeah, you do whatever makes you a little self happy.
Do you like high end clothing?
I mean, I don't mind expensive clothes if they're like good quality. You know what I mean? I usually don't buy super expensive clothes because they're super expensive, and a shirt from Target will probably do its job.
I used to, let's say, like, I kind of like grew out of it. It's a thing you like, but then like once you realize like it's kind of dumb and stupid to buy like a fucking $200, $300 thing and realize, wow, this thing is not gonna have any value like in like 2 days.
Yeah.
You know.
The only thing I can say is that like with certain expensive clothes, like, you know, the quality speaks for itself. Like genuinely, like there are brands where the more expensive they are, they'll last longer, they're more durable, you know, shit like that, versus, you know, cheaper clothes. But at the same time, it's like if I buy a $15 shirt from Target and it only lasts me a year, it's still a $15 shirt that lasted me a year. Like at that point, it's like, can I even be mad at that?
Yeah, I fucking go to Tractor Supply Co. for all my clothes. I look like a friend.
I was just at Tractor Supply last week to buy a generator.
A generator?
Yeah, we needed the generator we had on the job site. It just stopped working. We think it's the carburetor, so we're like, let's go buy a small one because we just need it for a nail gun. That's all we needed it for. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it odd. Like, you know, like for me in particular, I never go to like, I mean, I get it. Yeah, I would go to Home Depot to go and buy like more seed if I needed to, but I never really thought like you as like with a company would go and get like items like during jobs or like from a regular store.
That's because my family owns the company. Like my dad owns the construction business, so we work together. So like if something goes wrong, there's no higher ups to you know answer to. If something goes wrong, that's immediately our problem that we have to fix. I'm not so yeah.
Well, if we're gonna be talking about families like occupation, all of my relatives basically pretty much have more or less touched the transportation of goods. Like let's say like USPS, UPS, FedEx, right? Even my autistic brother, he at some point touches mail in his like little program that he's in. It's kind of ironic that my entire bloodline, my immediate bloodline revolves around such things. Kind of crazy. And then of course that's what I did during like I guess like up until now. Until I quit. I used to work at UPS as a supervisor. I ran a part of a warehouse on a night shift.
Okay.
That shit fucking blows, bro.
Really?
UPS fucking sucks, bro.
You heard it here first, folks.
I don't want to sound like a sloppy boy and say like, oh, like I hate working because that's the opposite. I love to work. I like to make a good I like to go and be proficient, effective. You don't know me, and you can only like just go off of like just your own judgment. But I just say to me, I like to be proficient, effective, and yes, I like to work.
Yeah.
UPS, they reward people with more work that is completely just bullshit. Let's say it like this: you have to go and make A, B, and C like work out, and they'll give you 1, 2, 3 to make it work. Now, the company is stingy, so they're not going to give you 2 or 3. You only have 1, so you, in short, have not enough resources to make your ends meet, and they'll get really upset that you could not do that. And then it just gets worse because after that they just don't it's just oh my god, it's like everything. It's like in a tiny little warehouse there's so much shit going on. It's too much to explain in one podcast. So in short, it just blows.
Fair enough. Yeah. I don't hear usually positive things about working warehouse jobs.
Yeah. Now I just run my own business and it's fun. It's fun.
Oh really?
Well, I work for I mean I'm a landscaper, right?
Okay. Oh,
So
so like it's just like your landscaping business that you do.
that I've like, so it's me and my partner. I own a part of it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we work together to make ends meet, and it's been working pretty good. We have been on the up. We've been on the up, and it's fucking
Hell
fun.
yeah. That's what I
If
like to
you
hear.
if you enjoy it, it's really fun. So
Yeah.
I am very lucky to like be in a predicament where I can like quit a very high, like kind of a high paying job for a job that can give me as much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now and on my free time I can draw Kirby.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I usually used to do. Like I had two jobs for like 4 years. Like I would work 15 hours a day, and that's kind of like why I usually am very inactive, and also why I've been a online artist for only 2 years. Uh, and beyond that, I just never had time to draw. You know, I guess you could kind of relate at some rate, right?
What is that like currently you're saying you just don't have a lot of time to draw?
No, I'm saying like I used to have not a lot of time to draw.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean.
You know,
Um,
um, cause like
it
yeah, I
for me
fucking
it oh, sorry, go ahead.
no. Like you can keep it going.
No,
I'm just gonna
I was
say
just
that.
saying that it can fluctuate. Like there are some weeks where I feel like I just can't get enough time to draw a single thing. Um, and then there are some weeks like this week, it was a pretty slow week. I didn't have to go anywhere to do that much, so I had a lot of time to get stuff done and actually get some drawing time in. But I hate those. I fucking. It's why I'm trying to get a job not in construction and like I've been applying to like
Really? I thought like if it's gonna be something like that, man. I thought like you're like a family business, something that like
no, it might be what my dad and older brother does, but I'm not exactly interested in continuing construction. It really ain't for me.
well, at least I get it. Like outside work kind of like it's kind of tense, you know, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean it
Uh,
sucks, and also it's just it's draining. It's so draining for me.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, for me, I'm like lucky enough just to like be in a predicament where like the work that I have isn't that straining on me. I mean,
Mhm.
it's straining on some certain occasions, but um, the money's worth it. Or like, because since I own it, I have more of it,
Yeah, I mean
more incentive.
I probably like if I started a construction business, you know, I, I I'm just not that motivated to do that much work in construction. Um,
Okay, I'll tell you this
personally.
much though. I'll tell you this much though. I do like my job. I do also like art. I do like what I want, like what I'm doing currently. So I do
Yeah.
want to go and perhaps like pursue some form of like being on a platform, either if it's not on like Twitter or if it's not on like that. Like I probably want to go and do YouTube as
Mhm.
anybody else would.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I just checked back on your side. Look at him! Look at him!
Bro, these guys are fucking dripped out. They are soaked.
Oh my god! Let's put a watermark. Can you like export like images? Let's make a
Yeah, you can.
let's look like an album. Uh, let's look at Dream World, like fucking dreams come true. Money up! Get your money up. Hold on.
Oh,
Album.
do me a favor before take Kirby, right? Select them and move them down to the same level as King DDD here.
Yeah.
So
Hold
it
on.
looks like they're standing on the same floor.
Shift. We have two layers, so I gotta like. Fuck it. I'll just take out the other one.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah. Now we're
Control.
fucking talking.
Oh no, I'm on the wrong tab. I fucked up. How do I? So you never played any Kirby?
Nope. My extent of Kirby doesn't go, like, my knowledge of him doesn't go past Smash Bros.
All right. Well, I bet you understand this. When I was a kid, right? When I was a wee little Delix drawers.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love Dragon Ball so much.
Oh, yeah.
Know that. I know you like that.
Oh, yeah. Big Dragon. I loved Dragon Ball.
What if I told you that when I was a kid, I drew like Kirby / DBZ fanfic? Like I drew like Kirby in the shoes of Goku in the Raditz saga.
Bro, I'm gonna say this with all honesty. Kirby solos that universe. I don't think he's beatable, even in Dragon. I'm pretty sure the only person that could probably kill him is who's that fucking. He looks like a Tylenol, the little emperor god being of everything.
Yeah, goofy uncle guy. I forgot his name.
No. They're like, he's like a child, but he's like the god emperor of like the entire multiverse in Dragon Ball.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he looks like a pill. Like, whatever. That guy, he's like that guy's so powerful with the snap of his fingers, he could just erase anything he wants, like an entire universe. So that might be the only one that could stop Kirby, but otherwise, Kirby solos. I think.
You're gonna make a lot of people upset.
Oh yeah?
I can't see how they're not gonna be upset to that comment. Goku's supposed to one tap everything.
So Goku's not even the strongest in his own universe.
Oh.
That's not even like that shouldn't even be a controversial take. Like, we know this.
Oh yeah, wait, what do you mean?
Get rid of the.
I'm not that. I like DBZ, but I'm not into like the current like fucking.
Stuff. I'm not. I mean, I've watched all of Dragon Ball Super, but I didn't like it that much. Wasn't a big fan of it. There's Meta Knight. I don't think that's what he looks like, but fuck it.
Oh.
What?
It's metal individual.
It's aluminum squire.
Yeah, in the Kirby anime, he like speaks Spanish. This guy speaks like Swedish.
What?
Yeah, there's a Kirby anime.
A Kirby anime? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What, and Meta Knight's in it?
Meta Knight's in it. Everybody's in it.
Okay.
It's actually pretty peak. I watch it on Sundays after church.
And he speaks Spanish?
He speaks Spanish, yeah.
Why?
Because he's gang, you know.
Okay, he's just about that. I see it.
Yeah, he goes Kirby. Okay.
Goes like Kirby.
Kirby.
Hey, Kirby man.
Kirbito way. Oh man. Oh man. I don't know why he was like. All right, there was lore on like why like he hated like Kirby in the anime, but I forgot why.
He hated Kirby.
Yeah, he hated his guts.
Damn. That must be why he's got a Glock pointed at his foot.
And this guy's his eye is massive.
This shit's coming out of the fucking eye. His iconic bulging eye.
This big eye.
Big eye.
Oh no, they can't be Tootsies. They gotta be like slides. Yeah, I'm gonna give him some Yeezy slides. Yeah, give me Yeezy slides. Yeezy slides. Ew, these slides are disgusting.
Give it to him.
Oh my goodness.
If the worse, the better.
Oh, whoa. People buy these. Man, they were not as I did not think they were as bad as oh man. This would be hard to draw because this thing is disgusting.
Are those the slides that look like they were made by aliens or some shit? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Those are ugly. Those are very ugly shoes.
Man, Yikes. Oh, ew. Oh my god.
You sound like you're really struggling about these it's physically hurting you.
I it's recall I had memories recalled of someone like saying they bought shoes like these, and I didn't look at what they were because I was too busy focusing on my work, and I'm like, oh my god, this is what he bought?
This is what he spent money on?
Yowzers.
Yikers.
Oh my god. Alright, so they look like
Bro, this is the most gang picture that's ever been drawn in the history of pictures. Like there's nothing goes as hard as this.
Yeah, it's so gang.
Now, and usually I would like in a normal episode I would shrink this down to make room for other drawings, but I don't think I want to. I kind of want to we should finish this. We should color this in.
Yeah, oh my, I hope I can do this in fucking next.
You can. It wouldn't be that hard. You just make a layer under your line work and then just color it.
All right, I'll try.
Here, I'll start coloring King DDD. Can I share layers? Can I make it to where we can both draw on the same layer?
I can't. I sure as hell I'm not gonna go and color yours. I have to be figuring out how to color mine's.
Well, like I said, here, I'll do it right now. King DDD's blue, right?
No, he's red.
You're lying to me.
No, I'm not.
And I don't appreciate it.
No, he's red. In the current, I'm technically not lying to you.
Is that right?
Technically, I'm not lying to you. He's red.
Why the fuck can't I change colors?
Oh, pretty please, with a cherry on top. Let me change the color, please.
When is Sakurai gonna make this new Kirby game? Kirby in Compton.
Kirby in Compton.
Yeah.
I don't know, but hopefully this what we do today will speed it along. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Japan, they immediately stop all. In Japan, the Kirby studios stopped the game they're making for the new Switch game, Switch 2.
Yeah.
I think. They're like, stop what you're doing. No. Like, what the fuck are you talking? Oh my god, he's fucking insane. There's no way. No way we're gonna spend millions of dollars on this. It's like, look! It's not that crazy when you think about it. Oh,
we will show Miyazaki-san. I don't know if Nintendo isn't in charge of Kirby, are they? Do they own that shit?
Kirby, yeah, it's owned by Nintendo.
Okay.
First party game.
So they would have to, impress Miyazaki.
Yeah.
And I think this will do it. I think they'll show them this image, and he'll be like,
wait, what's a thug thing with eyes? Oh yeah, tear. Yeah.
I did that on Meta Knight.
Yeah.
It was the same fucking wavelength. Or sorry, not Meta Knight, Aluminum Squire.
Yeah, ionized. Yeah.
Oxidized iron.
Yeah, fucking ionized pawn.
That ain't Meta Knight, that's carbon fiber. Carbon fiber kind of sounds sick as hell.
Oh my god, I can't change the color. This is absolutely cray.
Oh, you're like purple?
Seriously, why the fuck can't I change the color? I can't mess with the color wheel at all.
Oh, currently, your shit.
This is ridiculous that I have to type in hex codes to choose a color, but you know what? We make do. we country girls make do, I guess.
Where were you when you saw that?
Say again?
I was at iPhone when I saw that. Where were you?
So what?
The country girls make do games.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I pretty sure I had iFunny at the time that was like a meme.
I
So.
never like I put you on the shoulder. I'm like, Curly, I never had any other media platform until now that wasn't iFunny.
Yeah, I can tell. Which is funny. You say that, yet you have such like a lack of knowledge of like the shit that's gone on in iFunny, which is crazy to me that you've had it for that long and you just.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I was just an iFunny sloppy. I never like went into the art community or anything like that, or like that side of iFunny. I just know it from like a distance, and I never like know like true comprehensions of what happened. You know.
Okay.
That's why I say I became an iFunny artist like 2 years prior, so I had a lot of catching up to do. You know, a lot of like a lower stuff from Human.
Yeah.
Well, he told me a lot of iFunny art lower slop.
Fair enough. Yeah, I know. I think you and I were talking about this. I still really want someone to make like a big YouTuber to do like a big breakdown of iFunny's history and shit, and like go over all the big events. Just so like I'd really love to like watch it and just be like, oh yeah, I remember that. That shit was crazy when that happened. Like I was like getting out of fucking sophomore year of high school when that shit went down or something.
Same. I'd probably just like live stream it with Discord.
That'd be a fun thing to just watch with a bunch of people.
Yeah. Quinn would love that.
I'm sure he would.
Bad latency. We ball.
You know, I don't want to change the color of this, but I might have to. I like my iconic purple color, but it doesn't really work great when it's. Hold on, let me try this. Oh, there we go. I forgot about multiply.
Oh man.
Changes the fucking game.
There is a fill tool here, right? The fill tool. Probably.
Oh, what'd you say?
There's still a fill tool.
There's a fill tool. You look to the left, right under eraser. There's a bucket.
What do you know? Let me ask you this: what music do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of stuff. I can say with certainty that my favorite like band is Muse.
Muse.
If you've ever heard of them.
What is that?
They're a rock band. I guess technically alternative, but a lot of their shit is rock. One of they're British, like many rock bands.
I love heavy metal.
I love metal too. I went to an Avenged Sevenfold concert. I think it was this year when I went, or it was this year. And God, they're awesome.
I went to a band called Slaughter to Prevail, and they also had a band called Left to Suffer. I love both of them.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first concert. I went this year.
Oh, nice.
Because, yeah, my parents are very religious, and they said, heavy metal is the devil. You can't.
Oh, yeah, that's Satan. That's Satan trying to talk to my boy. My boy. Satan's trying to get to my boy. My boy. No, not my boy.
No, it was an experience. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You've been to a mosh pit before, right?
No, so I've only been to 2 concerts in my life, and not because of religion, just because I've just never gone. My first concert I ever saw was Green Day, which was fucking awesome. They are badass live. And my second concert was Avenged Sevenfold. So I've never been close enough to be in a mosh pit.
I went, these mosh pits are crazy. I got like hit hard from.
Oh yeah.
It's honestly, I was surprising. You go into a mosh pit and like you think there's manners, or like you're supposed to like say sorry when there's like a fucking, because you're a good boy. You're like, oh, I don't want to like hurt people.
Yeah. No, but like they'll probably.
No, you're there just to hurt people. And
yeah, no. Everyone goes there expecting to get hurt.
Yeah, like I saw someone like just get like this guy's arm just sailed right into this guy's face,
Damn.
and nothing happened. They're
He
just
he just kept rocking, fucking nose squirting out of his man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't talk. God damn.
I can't talk.
I can't talk.
I'm going. Sometimes. Yeah, this podcast would be fucking useless.
That's
gonna be going.
Hey,
Yeah,
honestly,
Chris is going-
that's not too far off from reality. I've lost a couple podcast episodes because the audio was fucked, and I'm still salty about those episodes I lost.
Man, it doesn't even need to be fucked. It's like for me, it's like you go, hey, Felix. So like, how how are you an artist on iFunny? How is it how you feel being like an iFunny artist? And I go,
You turn into the Tasmanian devil from Looney Tunes.
yeah.
But genuinely, you're like a little iFunny micro celeb, I would say.
I'd say in the iFunny art community. I used to be a guy in like last year when I was first drawing.
Yeah.
In the art community I'd say I'm like a guy. Probably
Yeah.
because I just run I mean I do just run the art community, the biggest one, and we are doing some pretty cool shit. I can tell you that much. I was trying to go and get I guess I should probably say I am the guy who runs Art Block for anybody who doesn't know.
Yes.
Yeah, so I run Art Block on iFunny. We're going pretty strong. The largest one on iFunny. iFunny is pretty small, but nonetheless, we're trying to promote art on the app, and because iFunny art kind of like posting iFunny art sucks sometimes, and you kind of just need like a string of repubs just to get your shit going.
Oh, you mean like you just mean the app? Yeah, no, the app. I still post on iFunny. Just because like there is a community of people on there that aren't fucking unbearable to be around. Despite the reputation iFunny has, there are actually pretty decent people on there. And it, that app definitely preys on my downfall, but it's not that big of a deal because I'm kind of used to most apps these days preying on my downfall. So I'm just like, whatever. It's just another one.
Well, for data's sake, we're currently talking about the iFunny is under new management, right? And I can tell you this much. You really don't know about that?
New management, maybe?
You know that iFunny went bankrupt, right?
Oh, I didn't know they went bankrupt.
Oh my god, there's so much tea that you don't know.
I didn't even know that. Jesus.
Yeah, so I guess I'll keep it digestible. I'm pretty sure you know like what some shit is or what some shit isn't, but I'll start off with iFunny. The people who created iFunny got in trouble with their the people who pay them. What the fuck are they called?
Investors.
Investors, yes. Thank you, Kirby.
Yep.
They were upset with them because they were making an app they didn't know about. They're trying the devs are trying to make a something that wasn't iFunny. It was like a kind of like a copy of iFunny, but with a different algorithm, or they're trying to experiment. Like, what can they do to make a good app? And then they got caught.
It's like, maybe we should make an app that functions and works properly and doesn't like turns people's phones into heaters. Yeah, and then their investors are like, no.
Like, hey buddy, you're supposed to work on current thing that you're supposed to be like. Yeah,
you're supposed to be shoving more ads into the comment section, you fucking dope.
And then after that, iFunny went bankrupt. After they went bankrupt, they were then sold to an Indian company.
Okay, so I heard about that. I heard that like an Indian company sort of took over iFunny. I did not realize it was because they went bankrupt though.
Oh yeah.
So does that mean
And
iFunny's not like Russian anymore? Now it's Indian, completely and totally.
there's Russians that I know that are still in iFunny, the devs.
Okay.
Because like I've been me being an iFunny mod, I was given like the contacts. I do know one of them is Russian. I do know like there is people still working in for Fun Court that were Russian. I'd say that I don't know anything past that point. I don't know what the fuck is currently going on, like team wise.
Mm-hmm.
What I do know is that, and I bet you probably know, like it's just like iFunny is trying to like desperately, not desperately, but like just change or just trying to start something new.
It doesn't
And
feel like it. It still feels like the same app that I've
look,
used.
you look at you like if you ever look at Twitter, they're trying to change or just like promote the app on Twitter and like cake and stuff like that.
I've seen that. I've seen them like basically, create their own little iFunny persona on Twitter and shit.
And they're trying to change the infrastructure of the app. Of course, they can't. They should probably like work on like I don't know, fucking message problems and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean the poor optimization. Maybe try doing something about the incessant porn that I have to continue to see.
Yeah, and then what else we have here? What was I gonna segue? They're trying to bring a new community into the game. Right?
I just don't think it's gonna work.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as I want to be a doomer. I really, I really hope that like whatever like shocks they're putting into this dead app, I'll just like ask them to do a couple more shocks because honestly, like stagnation is what we were at before is like a lot worse than what we have now.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I don't know how they're gonna bring in new people. Like I just don't know. Like iFunny has seemed to just have the same core audience since its like inception.
Well, yeah, true.
I Whereas
on,
like Twitter and Instagram just have mass appeal that
well,
iFunny doesn't.
what I'm looking at is the way they're marketing it and what's gonna be in the foreseen future. Honestly, it's how a lot of these new apps are coming into nowadays. They're all forming into TikTok.
Oh
That
yeah,
is to
yeah.
me is like probably their current method of getting back or trying to get more traffic into the app is of course them trying to get it to be like TikTok. Now
Yeah.
it's a little bit more different because there's like it's not all videos. Some of it is like posts.
Well, the problem with it is that they don't like. I don't know. I don't know how they would really turn it into TikTok because like there's not most of iFunny is just reposted or stolen shit. Like there's very little original content on the app.
And that also segues into another thing they're trying to do. They're trying to go and get they're trying to get original creators in the app and outside the app, like outside people to get into the app. That's one of the things they're also trying to do.
Yeah.
How they're doing it is a little like kind of because it's you can clearly see when they're like influencing people, trying to get people into like the app. It's very like market slop, like very safe and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But still, they are trying to get new people to join, and it's one of their main things they're trying to do is get new creators. If you have new creators or creators in other apps, people will flock to the app more because there's more things on the app. That does make sense, right?
I mean, yeah, I understand like what they're trying to do. I just don't know how well
I
it's
agree,
gonna play
though.
out.
I do agree on that, though. It's kind of like like they have an uphill battle,
Yeah.
Well, what else can they do? They got the app. What are they gonna do? Just sit around or give up?
I mean, I just don't know what I don't see it happening. It's like one of those things where I'm sure most like the apps, the very popular apps we have, will die one day. Like all things do. Nothing can actually last forever. Um, like as weird it is to think about. Like YouTube probably can't last forever. Like it's gotta fall one day. I don't think any.
YouTube?
I think YouTube. I don't think. Here's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube lasted our lifetimes. Like I would be 80 years old and YouTube is still like as popular as it is. But like I don't believe things can just last forever. You know what I mean?
It'll just be, to me, I feel like it would just be a different face. Like,
Well, that's what I
there's
mean.
probably, to me personally, there'll probably never be anything like YouTube because YouTube has so much power in terms
Well,
of
it's
storage
because they were
and-
first. Like
Yes.
they started it first. They got everyone in to come into their platform first. It's like, why would anyone go anywhere else at this point? That's where the audience is. Like, that's where the millions and millions of people are. They're not gonna like what fucking Rumble is gonna take over YouTube. Come on now, Rumble is just
Fuck.
what do you
I'm sorry.
fuck
Spanish jump scare.
go back.
Okay.
Thank you. It's like Rumble is basically just turned into like alt-right YouTube. That's all that place is. It's like where all the failed red pill people who got demonetized on YouTube go because they couldn't stop saying the N-word or something, and now they have to do all their content on the shittier version.
So what was the shittier version again?
Rumble.
Rumble.
Yeah, it's like a YouTube clone that came out, and it's like whole thing was like, we believe in free speech. You could basically say whatever you want over here, but it's very obviously never gonna like be as big as YouTube. It seems like to me, like whenever I hear about Rumble, I only ever hear about like right wing or red pill creators moving there because they got demonetized on YouTube or some shit. That's like all I ever hear about the app.
Is there like pay involved?
I don't know. I think it's like YouTube. You can just watch shit for free, but it's just like they, quote unquote, they basically let you say whatever you want. You like, it doesn't seem like there's really any rules on what you're allowed to say on that app. But YouTube, you can't because they're sponsors, and companies don't want to be associated with a business that lets their community do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. Fuck, is there an eyedropper tool?
There is. It's right above the pencil tool.
Thanks, Jay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Throughout this entire event. Oh, I can't use it outside the window.
Oh, yeah. It's not the most useful eyedropper tool.
There it is. I can't be lazy.
Oh fuck.
Man, this latency's a little buggy.
Whenever I have a conversation about iFunny, like off of iFunny, it always feels weird. Yeah. Because like, it's not weird for me because a lot of the friends and art like fellow artists I'm acquainted with today, I've met from iFunny. Like I would say I basically met all my artist friends from two groups. One is from iFunny and the rest is Instagram, basically.
Honestly, I'd say the same with like the art block community I made. Well, I wasn't alone making it. Long story short, I don't want to like go into a lot of drama, but I would say a lot of my friends online are all from them, and they're all pretty cool, jazzy people. Even if I don't agree with their views. Honestly, like, not gonna lie, making an iFunny group chat, despite it being an iFunny group chat, it made me more open-minded.
It made you more what?
Open-minded.
Really?
Yeah, imagine that. An iFunny group chat.
Made you more of an open-minded person.
Yeah. What are the odds? Yeah.
How does that happen? I'm actually kind of curious because like I got more open-minded by not using iFunny as much. and like
Really?
grow. Well, really, it was just part of growing up, you know. And
Well, I would say,
I learned more things about the world and all that, and I, you know,
oh, I would say this. Like, I would say, like, I wasn't like personally like not like a fucking. I wasn't a like one of those soy iFunny people, right? I understand that, like, you know, just like the jokes and people are different, and you know, you gotta accept that. But when it came down to who you like and who you want to be friends with or something like that, I guess that is like makes a lot more sense to what I'm trying to get across.
Mhm.
Like, I wouldn't think I would like 2 years ago, I probably didn't think I was gonna be friends with like certain people that I'm friends with now.
Okay.
You know, probably because they probably never experienced or like known people personally. Like, you always see such people that you don't like or like project that you don't like from like a screen. You
Mhm.
know, if you haven't seen them like personally, and then once you realize like, oh, this person's an actual human being, and even though your like your views are different, like, does that really matter? You know?
Yeah. I mean, to a degree. And then
Okay,
there.
I would say to a degree. Okay, all right. Well, before I say like I accept anybody and everybody,
No, I know what
are
you mean. I
obviously
know what you mean. I know you have like we all have thresholds to what we can tolerate when hanging out with certain people. Uh, because for the most part, like I'm kind of the same way. It's like if the person I'm hanging out with isn't an insufferable cunt, like I can usually get along with them, even if they have views or on things I disagree with or don't believe in. Uh, as long as they're not like outwardly just a hateful piece of shit, then usually I don't mind hanging out with most people. So, because I think most people are, you know, like hateful pieces of shit. I would say majority of people like are like good people. So
we say that with a grain of salt.
no, I actually genuinely believe that. I think because you and I, like, we're on the internet a good amount, we get exposed to like, because like the internet is very saturated. You have to remember that most people don't actually use the internet that much. Um, like, and they like, you know, that whole thing, like that statistic that came out years ago, where it was like only a fraction of Twitter's user base like tweeted things, and the rest
Yeah.
are just kind of lurkers. It's like that. It's like we're always being exposed to like the worst kinds of people all the time. So I think it creates like an image of our head that most people are like that. When in reality, like most people most people I meet out in real life are usually just pleasant people. So at least
Okay, yeah, no,
that's the way I see it. I think most people are like morally good people.
no, I agree that, especially on like iFunny, you always see the same people like making posts. Again, I still like my main source of media that isn't like YouTube is like iFunny. I'm still bound. I'm bound. I'm like it's like I'm stuck. I've grown with
It
that app.
has you.
How
It
did you
has
how
you.
did you
Has you
how
in a
did
chokehold.
you how did you first encounter iFunny?
My friend introduced it to me in middle school. So
Everybody says middle school.
middle school, dude. I was probably like 12 or 13 when I first discovered that app.
I was on like the school bus, like a school bus ride home, right?
Mhm.
And then I'm like, you know, I'm bored. I'm bored. Well, I want to see something
I
funny.
want to
So
laugh at something.
yeah, I want to see something funny. So I search up funny, and guess what I saw?
You're never gonna believe this.
You're never gonna believe what I saw.
You're never gonna believe
I
this
saw
work I saw.
I fucking saw it. I saw it. It scared me. Dude, I can't tell you how many times I deleted it and then reopened it.
You like deleted the app like off of your phone?
I was like, this is all slop. And then I will delete it. once and for all. And then like, all right, now that's out of the way. Let me go on iPhone. Oh. Ooh.
It
And
just
then-
keeps getting you.
And then I was like, let me go back to the App Store. It wasn't all that bad.
It wasn't all bad. Sometimes they didn't feature porn.
I think it was because like I would always like see the same stuff over and over. Yeah, it's the bug where you like give an iPhone you had where you see everything over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
That was the thing I had. I'm like, oh, I can't fucking stand it. I'm gonna go insane. And then now I'm insane.
Yeah, it worked. It made you insane. They got you.
Yeah. And now I'm on an iPhone Orist. The first post I made 8,000. No, wait, no. The second post I made 8,000 likes, and that's what made me hooked to drawing. It
The
was,
first post you made got 8,000 likes.
Second, sorry, I said second.
Oh,
I'm
what was the drawing?
Wait, the first one or the second one?
The one that got 8,000 likes, obviously.
Of the comic. I first started off primarily as a comic artist. I haven't made a lot. I haven't made a comic in a while. You probably make them. I haven't been able to make them in a while. The comic was a do it for the Vine meme,
Mm-hmm.
and I can probably send it to you after this. So I can like you can show it on the podcast. Unless you're not gonna do that.
No, I can do
It
that.
was a little scrimply boy Goyam saying, "Do it for the Vine." And I forgot what the name was, and he's like, "Of course, I'll do anything for you, David." And he approaches some like Gormangulon Blinkley character I made,
Uh-huh.
and then the guy who told, like, they basically the guy who said, "Do it to the Vine," like he witnesses like this poor character getting murdered, and then the reaction image is just priceless. I got it. Let me just show it to you. It's just weird. It'd be weird without any context.
Yeah, just send me the comic and then I'll
Yeah, let me send it to you. On
if
Discord
if I manage to find this part while editing, because usually what I do when I edit is I just cut out the parts that don't have wavelengths and then just leave the rest and just say fuck it and post it, because I don't really bring on people that are like outwardly controversial about things, or say things that I have to like actually keep an eye out for. So
yeah, I'm trying to be a very good boy right now.
yeah, and you know what, and I appreciate, but to be honest, you're not like, because we talk in voice chats on a Discord server, and you're not that bad at, like, outside of this either. You're pretty normal. Oh, I've seen this.
You saw it?
I've seen this.
Oh, I'm blushing.
Yeah,
Hooray.
no wonder this made fucking 8,000 likes. It's the funniest shit ever, dude.
It was the funniest thing I ever made. That
Hey, Ronnie, do it for the Vine, bro. I will, David. For you.
Dude, he just fucking kills like Homer's. Like, this looks like a little homunculus of Homer Simpson.
Yeah, it's a Gringonculon. Or the fuck I don't know what the fuck I said
A
prior.
Gorgonculon. It's a wild Gorgonculon. I like how he has a little diaper. He just turns around too. He just goes like,
Yeah?
what do His buddy's just like crying over there. He's like, "What have you done? I didn't want this."
I wanted fame. But I never wanted this.
I just wanted to be internet famous. Why?
My hubris.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know you were telling me about that comic that you were working on like a week ago or something. But I think you should change the comic to be these two guys right here.
No, that's fucking stupid.
It's fucking awesome.
Look at this. I was thinking about adding that little stick figure into something that I that was gonna be my first lore thing. You know, I was gonna have him into more like comics or something like that, like
Mhm.
a little scary guy that everybody knows that not to like mess around with.
Yeah. He's like really he like looks really unimposing and inconspicuous, but like he's actually just an evil fucking bastard.
Yeah, I really gotta like do something with him. I
Yeah.
don't know. That comic, I don't know. Like, I do want to do it. I just don't know if I have like the time to. I'm trying to like get into YouTube. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. But
I
honestly,
know what you
I should
mean.
be. Well, I should be talking to you. You have yourself some pretty. You have a pretty big plate on your hands.
Yeah, yeah, I do a lot of stuff. I don't I don't know if I should be, but I'm doing it anyway. Um, because I'm working on the comic and I'm doing this podcast and I'm working on a character design series now. And I'm doing comic dubs with a cast of voice actors and still trying to keep up with socials and just like doing, illustrations and studying and stuff. So it's a lot. Um, but hey, whatever.
Is what it is.
It's you manifest. You manifest. I'm doing all this stuff because I like it because it's fun.
Yeah, it tickles that spot in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like art. I don't know. Ever since I did that one little comic, I'm like, yo, this is actually kind of good. I like art. And then I
Yeah.
just started. But I should probably go back into doing like comics like those. Even if I go and do it, make it like even if have to make it like black and white.
I think
Yes.
I think my favorite comic of yours is the one where you're like your little guy is sitting around a table and he goes like, I work with children who have no hands and who are blind or some shit like that. And then it cuts to
Yeah.
you like opening a sweatshop and you're like, make shoes. And then all the kids like they're just like, oh.
There's like Newports and Cum Crunch on the fucking like table.
Yeah.
That was like one of my first. That was like one of the first one or two like comic things I ever made.
Dude, that thing is it's so funny. And I think what makes it funny is how absurd it is because like the kids don't cry or like do something a child would do. They're like genuinely pissed off
They're upset.
that your character has the audacity to ask blind kids with no hands to make shit. They're like, what do you want us to do, man?
Are you serious?
It's like, what are you genuinely asking us to do? Like, what the hell? I'm 8. I have no hands and I can't see.
I provided them like fucking nothing.
You gave them like some fucking, paper towels and Newports, and you told them to make shoes out of that.
I saw it on a documentary about child fucking labor, and I'm like, that's not bad.
That's not that could be funny, I think.
And then there's like kind of like lore in like innuendo though, like because I don't know why, but like it kind of just like I've made comics similar where like I probably one of the artist members like asked me if the other comic I made of Ina. I don't know. Do you remember that Ina comic I made? I could probably send it to you. You've probably never seen it.
Who's Ina?
Once I send it to you,
Okay.
you've probably seen that like who Ina is. It's like a cute little like thing that somebody made, and it's pretty popular on YouTube, and they're making a game out of it. And it's actually the lore is pretty neat.
Okay.
But
oh, is that the fucking girl with like who has like the Picasso face?
Yes.
Okay, I know who that is. Yeah,
so I'm
it's coming
a
back
comic. Yeah, I made a commissioned comic of Ina running like away from the police with me, and then like she like drives into a building for the blind, damn scuffed fuck.
What's with you and like you're hurting blind people?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's with you hurting the legally blind?
It's so funny.
It's just so funny. I love setting up little tripwires and traps for the blind.
Yeah, so like he asked me like, so like do the comics have correlations with each other? Like I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, because like I'm always making
Oh god, it's so
like
over.
I'm making like comics of like the damned getting like forsaken, and it always comes down to like children. And I made the lore. I made the 1987 lore, the Fazbear Entertainment Pizza place that I go and take these children from. The place that the blind got fucked. I don't know what
Yeah,
else I said on
or
that.
the orphanage of the deaf, dumb, hungry, scuffed, blind, autistic, sploinked, gooned, wrinkled, fumbled, silly children. I don't know about you, but I think
It's pretty based.
I think that's pretty fucking cool.
The cops thought it was so cool. They put me on a list. All the cool people they know in
Oh
New
yeah,
York.
yeah, fair enough.
My dad punched me in the throat because he said like now like he like now like we're watched and like
It's like the FBI doesn't leave me alone. I can't go one lunch without some fucking guy named Mr. Smith walking up to me, slapping my pump sub out of my hand.
Yeah, my dad I take the medication I have in my pocket. Yeah, he punched me in the throat because like I kind of like I you know like I kind of like made him like lose his job because they thought he was like I was
They kind of thought he was like a domestic terrorist.
yeah, so they you know he lost his job and now like we're kind of like trying to like figure out like where to get a job at, and like the mortgage isn't paid. But you know, I have like this cool like Miku like statue on my desk, so I'm like, you know, I'm alright.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. You know,
Yeah, my mom doesn't talk to me. My brother doesn't like you know like block me.
my mom doesn't talk to me. All my brothers, sisters, cousins, second cousins, they've all shunned me.
You know.
But I do have a Miku statue.
This Miku statue is pretty good.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Oh man, I'm running out of pills. My dad put me off the healthcare plan.
My dad took away my fucking food stamps.
I don't know how to pay rent.
I don't. It's not that I can't. I literally don't know how to send money to pay rent. I literally have no idea how to give them my money. I have money. I just don't know how to give it to them.
I don't know what's going on.
Turns out I was actually in that orphanage as a kid, which explains a lot.
It explains a lot.
I really love your character's facial expressions too. Just really
the Ren and Stimpy design.
Yeah, like I really love the like on the panel you sent of the Ina comic, like he just looks dejected after she freaks out, says it's so. He doesn't even look scared or pissed anymore. He's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck have I got myself into?
Why are we here?
It's like, why are you like this? It's good shit. It's good shit, Delix.
You're finished drawing? You're finished coloring?
Yeah, I colored my characters.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Dude, I finished like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mac.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Oh my god, they're all laughing at me. The people in the comments.
I mean, they are all laughing at you and probably, calling for you to be put on a stake, maybe crucified, stoned, and never to come back on this channel again. But
oh my god, someone put my address on the oh my god, someone put my address on the YouTube comment section.
Yeah.
You're not gonna you'll delete that, right?
Of course.
Doesn't do it.
Of course, guys, throw rusty syringes at his front lawn. Throw scrap metal at his back door.
I wouldn't
dump 37 gallons of locusts into his home, please.
Do you think you would be like? You wouldn't think you'd be like. You wouldn't think you get doxxed, right? You don't think you make enough people mad enough to get doxxed. Yeah.
I mean, probably not.
Have you ever made any art enemies?
Art enemies. Oh, that's a good question. No one's ever. I've never
Or at
even thought
least,
about that myself.
or maybe like enemy. Have you like ever gotten any enemies period in like any media app? Or like, at least like haters.
I mean,
Like I wouldn't.
I've gotten like one-off hate comments and haters here and there, but like it's so far and few between.
Not a, no dedicated hater for some
No,
reason.
I don't have a dedicated hater. I'm a little jealous. I'm kind of, you know what? Now that I think about it, why don't I have a dedicated? Am I not good enough to be hated? Is that
Well, I think you're too good to be hated, and you have no. There's no
that's not
reason
true?
for
I
people
don't
to
think
hate
that's
you.
true.
No one. You have no reason to be hated.
I guess that's a fair
Think
point. I
think
don't.
about it, like
No,
your art is snazzy. You're not like in the way like in like the net where people just think, wow, that's like some shit ass art, bro. Um, you know, I
yeah,
can't see someone like having a reason to hate your shit. I
I
mean,
mean,
unless you pissed someone off. That's all I'm like saying.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I do have some. I do have some hot takes that I've said before, but I don't think like that would be enough for someone to like hate me or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I mean, I'm hated. I mean, either like for me, like being on like like, of course, me having the Discord. Of course, there are some people that don't agree with what I've done or what they done, and then like there's drama on that. So long
mm,
story short, they don't like me or their group doesn't like me.
mm,
And
mm,
there's also like people like they did not like my comics and stuff like that. Like lingering people that I had like they were friends, but I'm not friends with them anymore because they're weird. For some reason, I can't shake them off.
oh, okay.
I don't know. Like I don't have a reason to like block them. I don't know. I guess it's like I'm entertained at what they're gonna say next. That's
Mm.
probably like my guilty pleasure.
Oh, they're your like personal little wall cows.
I guess
Nice.
it's like I don't know. Like it's not. And what they say is not enough to hurt my feelings, but it's just enough to like. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really think I have any like art enemies or enemies on the internet in general. I can't think of anything like I imagine if I did I would know. You know, like it would like instantly someone would probably come to mind. But most of my interactions on the internet have been pretty positive with other artists and other people.
I mean,
And
who wouldn't like the curve? You know,
I don't know. I would. I fucking hate that guy.
fucking
Fucking hate that idiot. He's so
fucking soundboard. Fucking no good soundboard. Oh shit! Fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say the like I people would probably disagree with me on stuff, but that's about it. Like I'm a pretty I'm one of those people. I think I've told you this before. Like I think like people who like draw porn, it's like an incredible waste of their skill.
Yeah, I know you told me about that.
Yeah. And I know that's like I don't know if that's a hot I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's a what's a better word than hot take?
Hmm.
Is a dividing take because like there's a sub because there are like groups of people who hate it and then groups of people who are like chill with it and like it. Um
I obviously the personal point of preference, but I think it all comes down to like your moral standpoint on like such items.
well
To
it's
me,
I don't well go ahead, finish.
no, you don't.
No, you're good, you're good. I interrupted you. I interrupted you.
No, okay. Also, I'll say my piece on that, right? So,
Yeah.
like, I'd say it all boils down to your moral ethics and code, right? Because obviously, like, a lot of people don't like it because, like, not because like they themselves are disgusted by it. They probably just don't like it because of like how it affects the current uh minds of people. Because now I will definitely say, I don't personally, I'm not personally affected by it. I don't really care, but I do notice that it does affect, of course, the current youth, and of course, like makes a very bad uh, mindset in people. You
Oh
know,
yeah, for sure.
goonerism, Tom Goonerism.
No, I'm definitely someone who believes like porn addiction and like too much consumption of that can really fuck with a person. That's got to be true. That can't
It's.
not be true with the types of people that exist out there. You know what I mean?
Think about. Have you seen you don't need to like. It's very blatant that people like. Yeah, it does affect a lot of people.
No, it does.
That alone, like if I don't, I know that I like don't like I personally don't really care about it, but I do know I can't like say that it doesn't affect other people. It's like kind of like cigarettes.
No, yeah, it's addictive. It's an addictive thing.
I don't. I say this like, and like, I'm not not any agrees. No means for it to be a hot take, but I do see that like,
I don't think I don't think that's a hot take personally. I think that's pretty widespread that a lot of people believe that and think that. I think it's more of just a middling take. Like there's some people who believe, that porn isn't that big of a deal, and others who think it is a bigger deal.
now me personally, I do every now and then draw NSFW. Now,
mm.
do I post it? No, I don't really post it. I just post it and make like, I kind of find it like practice. Find it as practice and do it
And
for
I
fun.
have a question for you, because like when I think of NSFW, like I feel like that's such a broad term. When you mean NSFW, do you mean like figure studies, like nude
Yeah,
studies?
no. It's not softcore, but softcore, bro. It's full on engagement, sexual engagement.
Oh, okay,
Like,
so it is just straight up porn.
but I will agree though, like it's something that like it does affect people. Like and if you are an artist that does it, you could. It's if you believe, like think about it or not, you do in some way engage in the current problem.
Well,
But
yeah,
honestly,
that's the integrity thing. Like you can't simultaneously like sort of believe that porn is a big problem and it needs to be like you believe that porn is an issue that people are facing and make porn and post it, like because that's like at that point it's like then you just don't really have that much integrity,
but now
right?
here's what I also think on, because I honestly also think like you can't stop it. And a lot of things like currently nowadays, it's not something that it all comes down to personal choice,
No, it is.
and
Yeah, no,
it
I'm
all
not. I agree.
like I won't diss on the other, like I won't diss on someone for like liking it or something like that, or like doing it, because again I don't fucking like pay their bills. I'm not the one like cleaning their rooms. They do what they want to do, right?
Mhm.
Doesn't affect me much, doesn't affect them much. It's if they, oh sorry, I scratched that. I wouldn't know how it affects them. But it doesn't affect me if they do it, like how does that bother me if somebody else is doing it? But to me, I just see it like any other form of like commodity in the world. Like there's, besides drugs, there's food. People can get like too fucked up on food.
True.
People can get fucked up off of like even like exercise,
Sure.
or it's the list goes on. It's everything all in
No, yeah.
moderation.
It,
All
it,
in
it
moderation.
that's I would say moderation is the key to it. But for me, like what I guess to like back it up a little bit, what I was more referring to, like, because I think the first thing I said when is that I think it's a waste of skill, and that's kind of the crux of it for me with like art, like specifically in the art community, like not just like porn as a widespread societal issue, just more that like for me when I think of like like think about it this way: when you think of your favorite pieces of media, your favorite pieces of art of all time, like how often does your mind go to porn? Like genuinely, something that like actually leaves an impact with you.
Honestly, like a lot of the art that I see, like a lot of people do, they also do art. Like they also do like NSFW art.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like pieces of art or pieces of media that like have a lasting impact on
Wait, that like I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
you. Okay, so any piece of like entertainment, whether it's a piece of art, a drawing, a movie, a video game, whatever, like how much of that is porn that has an impact on you? Like when you think about stories or fiction or whatever, that
no, like I wouldn't say porn like things like that don't really affect like not a lot of it is NSFW art, like for example, but what even inspires my art style and then
That's what I mean though. Like, I mean, like, because for me personally, when I think about the pieces of art and that I've experienced or media experience that have inspired me and like made me the artist I am, like, I'm not thinking about porn that I've seen, because at the end of the day, like culturally speaking, porn doesn't do much more than just it, like NSFW art is kind of just jerkbait. Like at the end of the day, that's kind of the point of it. Whereas if I'm like, whereas like if you look at something like a piece of art, like I don't know, fucking roof of the Sistine Chapel or some shit, it's like that. I mean, that's meant to have like a larger cultural impact. Um, and I think it has a lot more meaning behind it, even as someone like me who's not religious at all. Like,
mm.
Because I just think porn's like, I don't know, man. It just feels like anytime I see it, it's like you look at the comments, it's all just like horny jerkbait. That's like the point of it, and it's like you have all that skill that you've acquired through practice and studying, and it's like, you know, it just feels like kind of a waste, you know.
I do say that, like, even if like yours, like your view and mine, I do like respect it. I can say that like with you, Curly, like I also respect that you also have the ability to like, you know, like have like a group of artist friends that also do it, but you're also happy to engage with them.
Oh no,
You
yeah.
know?
Here's the. I probably should have said this in the beginning of this conversation, but whatever. Like, I can respect the grind, like in terms of, and it's like you can make real good money off that shit. And if someone does it for the monetary purposes, or if they do it because they genuinely like it, that's fine. I'm not gonna like think lesser of them, or like, you know, think of them as a worse person just because they do it because it makes good money, or because I because they genuinely enjoy drawing porn. I don't know if I've met a person that like genuinely enjoys it. I'm sure they exist, but then again, I don't like interact with like, you know, porn artists that much, so I wouldn't really know the mindset behind it. But I can respect the grind. I don't really care, as long as, like, it's like I was saying in the beginning or like earlier. It's like I don't mind hanging out with someone, or like, you know, chilling with them, as long as they're not an insufferable cunt.
Yeah,
So
that to me, I feel like it's like a very good like value to have,
yeah,
at least even like more or less socially.
yeah. It's like, I mean, sure, them drawing porn, I could, because it's like, am I gonna, for example, I've had friends who smoke cigarettes. I think smoking cigarette is a bad habit, and it's going to shorten your lifespan. It could give you cancer, fuck up your teeth, or whatever. But I'm not gonna like drop a person because they smoke cigarettes. You know what I mean? Even
Yeah,
though
not
I
gonna
don't,
lie.
even though if that's like, it's not a, like on the same level of comparison. Like, I wouldn't say drawing porn and smoking cigarettes are like the same level of damaging. I'm not gonna say that, but just to make the point clear, like, even though I
Yeah,
think
I
drawing
get
porn,
it.
like, you could do something, I believe that you could do something cooler or something better with your like skills.
No, I get that
It's your
completely.
life, you know. God, those
Oh,
Yeezy slides are fucking gross.
I know, right?
Those exist.
I couldn't find an image like underneath. I don't want to find out, so I just gave it a butt.
Yeah.
Fucking snatched the bottom of the heel. Wait, what are you doing over there?
I fucking my fat monkey fingers did that.
I think I saw a glob of paint hit the
Yeah,
canvas.
that was me, my fat monkey fingers. Shit! Did I draw that on the line work layer? Oh no, that was the color layer. Thank God. That would have been really bad if it was on the line work layer.
You can't control Z, man.
I reloaded the page. I think I'm fucked. Yeah. Oh wait.
Blood.
Okay, no. I'll just have to erase it and then recolor over it. It's not a big deal.
The background's gonna stay white, right?
I mean, we could change the background.
All right, then I will have to go and make the eyes white. You can do that. I just have to go and make the eyes like.
I mean, it's up to you. I don't mind if it stays white. It's all the same to me.
It can stay white.
All right, easy enough. Yeah, all this philosophical talk about porn. I haven't drawn a single thing.
You can draw like the fucking title. What would this game be called? Including tinfoil spearman over here.
I like how we keep changing his name every time we bring him up. Including ball and chain here. I don't know.
Man, I gotta fucking work on Magma, man. I gotta do a little bit more on Magma. Look at you, bro. You are so used to Magma.
I mean, yeah. After 16 episodes of this over the past year, I've gotten pretty acquainted with it.
Cause I'm struggling.
It's fine.
Oh no, the color. Ooh, fuck. Hold on, I gotta change the color.
What should we name these guys?
Dream something, because Dream World, Dream something.
Mm.
You could write their like rapper names at the top. Like King Dedede can be like
Lil D. No, Lil Dicky already exists. It's too close to him.
Diddy. I'm gonna say
P Diddy.
Yeah. P Diddy. Yeah, P Diddy. Yeah.
He's P Diddy.
Yeah. Wait, yeah. Little D and Little Do.
Little D, Little Do.
Yeah, well, because Little Do.
Okay.
Little Do. Yeah.
It's So these guys are clearly hip hop. I was gonna say we could name them like something stupid like Dream Fuck, but that sounds like more of a metal band.
Yeah. To be honest with you, like only 2 out of 4 of these characters can actually speak. Well, if you technically raise his finger, actually, if you include Waddle Doo in the hit anime series of Kirby, the Waddle Doo actually have the ability to speak.
You know, it works because you've got Brandy's nerdy fucking glasses on.
Yeah. Oh, if people don't know, I am yellow, but
he's literally yellow. He has a liver disease.
Yeah, my character has jaundice, but I made a Brandy X Delix PFP because it's a new month and I have to go and find a new character.
October's coming up.
Oh shit! I gotta find a new one.
You gotta find a new one soon to mimic. I just learned what jaundice was last week. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my friend for the nobody that's wondering, my Discord profile picture is based off a drawing another artist did named That One Human. Go ahead and follow him.
Yeah,
he makes some pretty cool painting and horror art. So if you like my stuff, you'll like his stuff. He did the little Miku challenge, but he drew Miku with jaundice. She had this really stretched out, fucked up face. And then another artist, well, actually you guys know him. He's Brandy. He was on an episode of Spice Cabinet. He put Miku into a little editing software and like edited the fuck out of her to make her look like this.
Yeah, that's the same like artist that I've did an X for. That's why I have glasses, guys.
Yeah.
Brandy.
Yeah, Brandy's pretty cool. Go watch that episode. It was really funny.
I like that episode.
It was a good episode. I really favorite part of the episode is where he did the fucking Frieza thing where he goes like, "What was that? What was that? What was that?" Dude, that shit fucking killed me, man. That was such good timing.
Oh my god! Wait. Oh, I just realized what was in fucking P Diddy's hand. Is that a cart?
That's a cart, dude. That's a fucking vape.
Man, that fucking hits. What's the nicotine rate on that? God damn. That shit must be blowing. Oh, we gotta name fucking Tinsel Tiny over here.
Is it 3Ds?
Yeah.
Okay. PDDD. Cool. What should we name them? Let's see.
Maybe he'd be the weirdest one out of all of them. Just call him Corgonculon.
Corgonculon.
Yeah, see if you can think about like how to pronounce Corgonculon.
Oh Jesus, I can do that. Hold on, I'm trying to think of like the easiest way to roll it. Let's do this way. Corgonculon. There we go.
Wow, I thought of a different way to spell it.
Oh really? What's your way?
Does it matter?
I mean, yeah, I want to know. Spell it out for me.
All right, let's see. It would be core, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gone. You are. It'd be a Qlon, not a Coulon.
Oh. Yeah, I could fuck with that.
No, why would you?
Go
Why
back.
would you?
Go back. There we go. Corgonculon.
You can't even see my handwriting. My
That's
handwriting's so doodle fart.
Fuck it. I think I give a fuck. What do you think this show is, huh? What do you think we'll do here?
Look at them, yo. They're so lit. Look at them, bro. They have stacks. Except for Corgonculon over there. He's more of a, like, hitman kind of guy. He doesn't get no satisfaction with money.
Okay. All right. So now we got to come up with a name for this little group here.
Straight out of Dream World.
Straight out.
Or no, if you don't like that, we can like let's see.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
There's Kirby Star Allies. That's a game, so they can be now. Dream Star. Dream Star? There's 4 of them. No. What would Sakurai do? If Sakurai had to go and drip out his IP characters like this, what would he think of?
What the fuck?
You. Just go, yeah, in the board, he just go. Eyes like just go like in like staring at different sides of the room, just going. Ugh. He lost it. He fucking lost it. I gotta find a different job. This guy's I'm not safe in this company anymore.
This dude fucking lost it. God, it's insane. He's obsessed with this new Kirby idea. He's obsessed with this idea made by 2 freaks on the internet.
Kirby. Let me look at some like doodle fart artists right now. Let's see if I can get a name.
Yeah. Who's your favorite doodle fart artist?
Like Rap Slop. Let's see. It would probably be Post Malone. That's the only one I can really tar in the Rap Slop era currently. And like rap, it would be like one of the old ones, but everybody would say it'd be the old ones. So I wouldn't even get into it. But Rap Slop, Post Malone, I think.
Okay, fair enough.
Wait, there's no like rapper groups. They're just gangs.
Wait a minute.
I just realized these motherfuckers don't like these rappers don't have fucking gang names like band names.
Some of them do. Like what's the one that starts with a W?
I don't know. There's like Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang, yeah. Ain't that a rap group?
Yeah, but that's cool.
That is a cool fucking name. That name is so metal.
Yeah, the Wu-Tang Clan's cool. They're not like rap slop. They're fucking cool people.
I've never listened to their stuff.
They're
is it good?
they're pretty banger. I mean, half their shit I haven't listened to, but they're up there for a reason.
Okay, maybe I'll check them out. I'm not huge on rap. I am much more into alternative and rock myself.
Yeah, I'm more on the heavy metal side. So like, if I want, I mean, I'll dabble dibble on like other genres, but I'm mainly heavy metal.
Yeah, fucking love some good metal.
Just call them like the Splinky Splinkos, or I guess.
Splinky Splinkos.
Yeah, the Splinky Splinkos. The Splinky.
Yeah.
Splinky.
Mm-hmm.
Splinky. Spelunkos.
Oh, look at that. Look at that,
Yeah.
guys. You see that? That's like graphic design. Right there. The Splinky Sploinkos.
Oh, wait. There it is.
Oh, that's fucking metal, dude. See? Now we're talking.
Yeah.
We got ourselves the new Kirby game right here. Right here.
Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Put that on a t-shirt. That will not sell.
Put that on a t-shirt? I think that would sell out, actually.
Real talk, this band will probably last 8 hours.
It would, and you know what? It would be the greatest 8 hours of our fucking lives.
Dude, like the moment they make the band and they have some form of traction, the band will just dissolve. Like, the Twitter posts that they make against each other would be so fucking hot.
It would create like a 10-year-long journey of drama.
Yeah, it would be so fucking hot. The plate would be so fucking hot.
Yeah.
Like, you have to wait till the next day to actually like figure it all out and like wait for all to cool down.
Exactly.
I think Dee would be the narcissist.
Yeah, Dee would be the narcissist piece of shit who like has a bunch of really bad like drug and alcohol habits.
Right. Yeah. Little Dude would have the human traffic allegations.
Yeah.
Corgonculon actually killed somebody.
Yeah, Corgonculon's like a legit convicted like murder. Like he has multiple homicide cases pending on him. So
Little
he's like,
D?
yeah.
Do you think Little D would be the one who like acts like
I think Lil D would be the only one to make it out of the group and like actually have some sort of career. He would be the one to like have a career after, and like everyone looks upon fondly, while the rest just like, they're just like they fade into relative controversy and nothingness.
Yeah, Little D actually made something of himself.
Corgonculon's gonna get like fucking shot in the middle of the street.
Yeah, no. After jail time, he dies.
Someone's going to fucking kill him. He's gonna get XXX Tentacion, whatever that guy's name was.
Yeah, poor X. Yeah, and then Little Dude probably would like get out of prison and probably do some NFTs or something like that. Like,
yeah, he would get into like he would be like the washed up artist who like does whatever he can to make a buck. Like he'd be sponsoring Raid Shadow Legends. He'd be like
true.
He'd be in mobile game ads.
Yeah, he would act like he'd be tough shit. Where he actually like
he'll occasionally show up on a podcast here and there, and he'll voice a few characters on like fucking adult animated sitcoms that last one season.
Exactly. Then Lil D would make a video about like why like he doesn't like hang out with Lil D anymore, and then Lil D would make an aggravated attack against him.
P Diddy would he would have a bunch of DUIs and like be in and out of rehab.
Oh, so all this is happening. P Diddy is like going through some really bad shit.
P Diddy,
like it's just overshadowing. All this overshadows P Diddy. Where like the 8 hour stardom that dropped, it makes him spiral down to a slow, painful crawl of just drugs, alcohol, just misery.
Just the worst substance abuser you could think of. That's what he becomes.
He looks 80, but he's actually like 45. He's on YouTube. He's sighing. He's like, I wish they could have done things different, shit like that. And but he's still like on the devices, and then like little D's like, I pray for you, man. I hope you find God. You know.
Yeah. Dude, you know, we're literally just describing one of the fucking old like Oni like sleepy cabin crew. What's his fucking Stamper? He turns into fucking Stamper.
Yeah.
Where he just like starts posting on Twitter a bunch of deranged shit that he's doing. He's like posting like the crack pipes he's always smoking out of.
This is stupid. We're making lore on these 4 little fucking idiots.
Oh god.
That's not even the real Meta Knight.
I think it's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
I think we should move forward with this, you know? I think we should turn this into something.
Yeah, like these 4 characters? Yeah, like the Curly X Delix Straws.
Yeah,
comic.
that's the fucking collab comic. It's this shit.
It's fucking slop.
This would die as quick as the fucking fictional band would.
Yeah.
We would be working on it for a day, and then we both fucking like, it's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
It's like, oh my god, this is not getting anywhere.
This is good. This is terrible. This is actual fucking dog water.
Bro, who wrote P. Diddy in the allegations? And, like, why is he in the flight log? I didn't draw that. You didn't draw that. It's like shit that we didn't even do. It's like
it's just like shows up.
It's like a curse. It's like, oh my god. Wow.
Why the fuck is Denzel Washington in this comic?
That's not any of our art style. What the fuck?
It's not even ours.
Shit's fucking goated, Bob.
That's just a picture of Snoop Dogg. Why is that there? It's just he's just photoshopped in.
I don't know, man. That looks pretty tough.
I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty fucking metal.
It's pretty fucking good. Doesn't make sense, but we'll fucking post that as is.
I mean, look at him. He's going like Snoop Doggy Dogg. That's pretty fucking cool, dude. Not gonna lie.
Wait, which one of them gonna be the Snoop Doggy Dogg of the group? I think it'll be Little Dude. Closest? No, wait. Who would be? Who could potentially be out of all these 4 could be the Snoop Doggy Dogg?
Probably Lil D, considering Snoop Dogg is like kind of just chilling right now.
Real talk, you're right. Real talk, it would only be Little D, the successful
He's
one.
like because like I said, he's the only one that makes it out.
Oh, the one who makes it out. Look at him. Look,
He's the only one that makes it out with like a career.
Yeah, look at his true religion genes.
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
It's fucking high waters.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Absolutely adorable.
Yeah, I think this is fucking dope.
A true masterpiece. Do you post this on like your Twitter?
Say again?
Do you post this like the picture? I never seen you post it actually.
You know, I never have, but I think I should start.
I think you should do that after every podcast. You honestly should just at least, even if it's like sketches. Like I know some of them.
Well, I mean, I don't even mind if they're sketches, but like honestly, some of them are really fucking good. And because I flash them I show them at the end of the episode, right? But like, that's on you. I should just post these.
Oh, I mean, well, do you post? Should you post them like?
Oh fuck! Sorry, go ahead.
Would you post them like a couple days before the video or immediately at let's say,
I would want to do it after because I don't want to because I feel like if I post it, then it just removes all of the intrigue. You know,
right?
Like
people,
I feel like
say
because here's the thing, the way this podcast is by design is like I really have it just as like it's meant to just kind of be background noise. Like even though there's stuff happening on screen, I could see like most of the people who watch this are probably artists and they probably put it on while they're drawing and working on other stuff. But like, yeah, I bet it's really funny for them to occasionally look up and then see PDDD on their screen, just like.
Oh, that's what I use.
After a few minutes of like spacing out. Yeah, that's what I use podcasts for too. Like I don't actually sit down and intently listen to a podcast. It's always just on the background while I'm working or drawing.
Yeah.
So, and that's why the reason I have the drawing aspect is mostly for us. You know, it's for me and the guests to have fun and do something to like actually create the content. Because otherwise I don't really know what I would talk about.
You could talk about your I look at the camera like your sneak peek comic of straight salt and wavy peppercorn, the whole
right.
curly cinnamon.
That's not public information yet, dude. My
Like,
lawyers
oh
will be
my,
in
oh
touch.
no,
Yeah.
oh no! I turn
Yeah.
around. It's like my lawyers are like just like
He's
screaming
pissed.
behind the glass.
He's like,
I'm like voicing out like with my mouth like I'm sorry. I'm looking at my sponsors like there's like 80 sponsors that are staring at me outside the window, all leaving single file line.
they're
Very
just
fast,
like walking
very
away.
fast.
They're
Yeah.
all at the same time running. No, wait.
Yeah, they're all like fast pacing. They look exactly the same, all bald, like
Yeah.
black suits, just run like, in a very like fast pace, like ×2.
Yeah, all of your colleagues, like they're being interviewed. They're like, I know he had like problems. I just didn't realize there was such a darkness within him. I always knew.
I trusted you. I leap past. I like fucking strangle him, and then there's news on me. Delix did what?
Delix strangled who?
Was it like my fucking thumbnail is me?
The Delix situation is insane.
The situation is insane.
And that's how you fall.
That's how I fall. Fucking. That got me weak.
Yep.
Oh. Wait, how long did this thing took us? It probably took us 2 hours to make.
2 hours and 10 minutes. That's where we're at right now.
Oh, I mean, I'm at the drawing.
Oh,
Probably took me more.
I think in total, like just to finish the drawing, it probably took us close to 2 hours because I started recording, I think 10 minutes before we started actually drawing anything. So
Yeah.
So it's about 2 hours, give or take.
Man, this wall looks man cute.
Yeah.
Like a little
It's a real shame what he does.
beach.
It's a real shame what we wrote him to be.
Yeah, well, shame that poor Pete didn't even get a chance for anything. He just like lives a terrible, terrible life. I want to see him on like TikTok with like just shirtless, just rambling on.
Yeah.
Rambling on. He's taking a fat fucking take on his vape pen with a big chain of his rapper like chain.
Y'all motherfuckers keep asking about Lil D. Let me tell you something about Lil D. He takes a big swig of his fucking Hennessy.
Yeah, no, it's absolute vodka, but like yeah, it's like in mass. Like, well, me ain't nothing, you know. I made him.
I made his career. He knows it. I fucking know it. We all fucking know he wouldn't be shit without me. You know his newest single. I helped him wrote that 10 years ago. That was me.
That
I helped him do it. But and you know what? He didn't shout me out or nothing. No royalties. And you know it's cool. It's cool because you know what? I've learned to move on. I've accepted
Oh my God.
I've accepted the fucking the live and let live go stop bods life. Okay, I've accepted Buddha into my heart.
Oh
Material
no.
things.
No.
Material things don't mean shit.
No, don't tell me. Oh.
That would be PDD on TikTok randomly one day. So
That's weak. It's funny.
This is gonna be the worst.
I
video
love drawing things and then like just giving it terrible scenarios.
Exactly.
I love doing that. As per my comics.
Yeah.
This is so fun. I like to just fucking I'm a terrible god. I'm a terrible god. Well, I guess it wouldn't really matter. I would ask you if your persona like ever was to be like. There's always that saying like if your like art persona ever came to life, would they treat you bad or like would they like attack you? I don't think
Would they attack you on sight?
yeah. What
Um,
you don't put your curly Sona into like terrible scenarios,
I don't
right?
know. I mean, well, I wouldn't say that. It really
For me,
depends. It really depends on what I think is funniest in the moment. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like
yeah. Well, I
sometimes I think it's funny to have like Curly, chopping up whatever guest is on Spice Cabinet and putting it into his iconic cauldron. And sometimes it's really funny to have like a comically large object crush his skull.
I saw that. I saw that podcast video.
Which one? The one I uploaded today?
The one with the hammer when you
Oh
like
yeah,
fucking
because that's real. That happened to me. Fucking hate construction. But yeah. It really depends on what I think it's funny. Sometimes I like to. It's funny for him to make others suffer. Sometimes it's funny for him to suffer. But to answer your question, if he saw me in real life, um, I don't. I actually don't know what he would do. Like if he came to life,
I know what mine would do. Mine
what
would probably like exact revenge against me.
exact
I put him.
revenge?
I put him through a lot. You know. Let's see. I made a list. I had a list in my group chat. I think he got squished. He died a terrible death. I made him like have like out like I made him like steal children.
Yeah,
I put him in a car accident. I made him bad at keyboard.
you made him
Actually
explode at one point from that little stickman guy. He's
yeah
like, colored people shouldn't be allowed here, and then he fucking blows up.
yeah.
That sounded really bad without the context, guys. And
You want to like I think you mentioned four my comics. Are you gonna put all four of them in?
no,
Exactly.
I'll
I think
probably end up putting in that first one we talked about where he explodes the little homunculus, and then the Ina one,
yeah.
if I remember. I might forget. So if you guys
How,
are watching to this point and you're like, wait a minute, he didn't put anything up on screen, guys, it's because I forgot. And I tend to do that with this series.
how long will it take you to like work out a video?
I mean, for Spice Cabinet, not long at all, because on episodes, where it's usually constant back and forth talking, all I do is just cut out the dead air and then just leave the rest. And occasionally I'll put in like a funny edit here and there if I come across something really funny that was said.
You
Um,
don't you don't like censor like when people like make like bad words.
I mean, I don't censor curse words and shit. That's what you're asking.
Well, I mean
Um,
like like let's say if someone said I accidentally slipped out the like a word that I
mhm.
guess you can like figure out.
A word.
You would probably go and you probably would censor that, right?
Yeah. I mean,
That's
obviously.
what I'm saying. I mean, I haven't watched every single one of your podcasts, and when you did pull me up, I assumed that you probably wouldn't want me to do that because it wouldn't be funny for you to edit out.
Well, yeah, it would be annoying. But at the same time, I just I don't know why. I don't know what situation would pop up where anyone needs to start throwing around slurs and shit on here.
I will definitely have an artist that will just like accidentally start slipping.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, probably not, because there's only people you probably like tolerate. You
So,
probably know who they are before you go and like put them
yeah,
on the
I
podcast.
usually most of the time like I'll get a pretty good read on a person before I invite them on. Um, like there are certain people I will just never invite on here because I know who they are. Um, but like there are like there are a few episodes, I think maybe 4 or 5, where I actually never like talked to the person before doing the podcast episode, but I got a good read on, like, I did like some background research on them. Like, I looked up what they made, their stuff, you know, made sure that anyone I brought on wasn't like some fucking psycho controversial person, um, that before bringing them on. So I do a little bit of vetting.
Yeah, I find that really hard. Like, I mean, like honestly, to me, I'd probably find it hard because of like when I first made like the Discord, like our community. It's
Uh-huh.
you can tell who that person is, but sometimes you just can't. You know, I
Mhm.
assume that you probably only like bring people on the podcast that you've talked with personally, like on like on like calls and stuff like that.
No, that's no, I haven't actually. Like I said, like I have 4 or 5 episodes on here. Like if I go to my channel real quick,
Really, you're saying that
because
like you invited people on your podcast that you never like talked to ever?
no,
Like
I wouldn't say ever. Like we talked a little bit, maybe here. Well, actually, no, I have. So like legit episodes 7 through 9 and episode 11. Those were like new people I met
really?
through another Discord server for webcomic artists. Um, and I like basically what happened was I went on that Discord and I was like, "Yo, I'm starting a podcast and I'd like to meet and talk to other artists and shit. So like, if you're interested, hit me up." And then those people hit me up, and we talked on the podcast. Because listen, here's the thing: if I brought on someone and they turned out to be like a massive piece of shit and I didn't know, I'm just not gonna upload it. You know,
Really?
I'm just like, because if they turn out to be like a piece of shit and like the episode was just really shitty because they're just being a shitty person the whole time. For one thing, I'd probably just like cut it short. I'd be like, listen, this isn't gonna work out. Like that, you know, I don't. Nobody fucking wants to hear this shit. Um,
Oh, yeah, true. You're not gonna waste your like an
no, I'm not
hour.
gonna
How
waste
you gonna do it?
fucking 2 hours of my time just letting some fucking crazy person ramble on about some shit that is dumb. Um, so yeah, but yeah, I don't. I do a little bit of vetting beforehand anyway. Usually, I'll check out people's work and shit. And a lot of times people kind of just tell on themselves through social media because a lot of people can't like help it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of times, like, you know, you'll get a good read on the type of person someone is these days because a lot of people just like to wear all of their personal opinions out on their sleeves. So it's not that hard. But
Honestly, I can't really see that. I usually just, I mean, you can't see that on like iPhone. To me, I feel like is you can see it in comments, but you can't see it. You can't see the personality sometimes. Like I just see that as in like in Twitter, it's a lot more easier, but like on iPhone, you just can't. At least from
yeah,
my experiences,
yeah.
you know. iFunny, I love it so much.
Such a kooky little
Fucking
app that exists.
yeah. Oh, speaking of like coming near to October, it was one of your segments into like something. I was planning on like working with iFunny actually to go and like be a part of their Halloween event.
iFunny's having a Halloween event.
Yeah, well, they always do. Well, recently they've been doing it, but the new management is gonna go and like commit to the old iFunny's Halloween events. I was gonna go, and obviously, you know, I make competitions for my art community, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I was gonna go and have it be part of the iFunny event, Halloween event. Unfortunately, it it was a very sloppy, like it was just a bad. Like, all right, let me start from the beginning. So they were willing to go and endorse it, right? Long story short, they want to go and endorse it, but through like disagreements with things to be done, it just never worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll say this though, they do want to go and like bring the community in, like promote the community more and engage them more into like what they want to do for the app, but they sure as hell are very new on how to do that. I feel like I was probably the first person to ever like engage with their team because they were very not sure or very new to the idea of a third party engaging with them and collaborating on like the iFunny app, because like it was just like when I proposed like the competition to them, they were very good at like cool on it and keen on it, but they also want they also didn't understand a good voting process on it, because like their proposal they made was very, very bad, and something that obviously you and me can obviously see. So I want to ask you this: do you think a like-based voting system is a good idea on the iFunny app? They proposed a like-based system. Like, for example, if you posted it on the app, you like the winners would be decided based off of likes. So do you understand how iFunny is ran?
So that's probably a fucking shitty idea considering most posts get shadow banned anyway.
So you see where that, or
why wouldn't they just do it like a poll, like anyone else? Just like have a poll, and then have people go vote on that.
Well, unfortunately, they weren't keen on that.
It's not hard. Just make it. If they want to be cheap, make a Google Forms. Just do a Google Forms.
They weren't very keen on it. And I was like, honestly, I feel like, again, like I say, what we were trying to do was very new for both of us. Like, because I went to go and ask them all this stuff, and they were trying to answer the best way they can. We were both trying to go and work on it, but it just didn't work out. Like, long story short, they are gonna go and make sure that my post is featureable. They can't put it into the algorithm. They're in their way with like their team, the team that I was engaging with. They can't push things into be made featured, but they can make it.
Actually, can't they? Isn't boosting a thing you can do now? Like on any social media app?
Yeah, you can boost it, but you can't like click and drag it into the featured system. Do you if that makes sense?
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to get across. But like that's what I'm saying. Like the auto mod, they can like clean out a post, so they'll definitely just make sure that the auto mod doesn't doofy out uncle on my competition, basically.
Interesting.
It all boiled down from endorsement down to that. It was kind of silly, but honestly, I don't blame them as much as I'd say that it was like the entire experience was kind of like sloppy, because after all, you do understand how the iFunny community was before them, and for that, like for a community just to come in and ask for like free reign or like a control on a part of an event is a little shoddy. Or like, I want to be part of the event that you're in, but I'll be the one to run it. Like, I'll be the one to run this part of what I want you to endorse.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how much of the it seems like they're really trying to, I don't know, standardize that app, and I don't know how well it's gonna go for them.
Oh, honestly, as much as I'd say that my experience with them was like kind of like doo-doo fart, I really don't like. I am still harping on the idea that whatever bad decisions that he made, there will be at least one good one. You can't be wrong every single time.
Yeah, sure. I guess, but
as I hug my iFunny plushie and I hold like
yeah, you're like the biggest iFunny fan.
I fucking hate. I hate and love the app. Like, what can I say? I will honestly. I just wish the best for the app.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not like other apps like iFunny's like circumstance was hasn't been revived. Like, I mean, Kick is something that was like similar status, and they've done some things too.
Kick is just like the degenerate streamer platform now. That's like all it is. It's like the most degenerate shit you can think of.
True.
That's what that app's devolved into.
But nonetheless, I think like they've like made a direction And I feel like iFunny can do better than like Kick. That's why that's why I'm trying to get across. They can whatever move they make, they can't get further down. You know, they can't get any lower.
Don't discount it just yet. You know, we've seen shit happen to other platforms.
Yeah, we've
seen shit like that happen before.
Just watch. I'm like, once you know you're on, like, once you think you're like on rock bottom, can't go any lower, and you just sink down.
Exactly.
You fucking no clip.
Once you think you've hit rock bottom, turns out you were sitting in quicksand, bitch. You're just gonna keep sinking. So, we'll see. For any of you watching, by the way, who've like never used iFunny, or you thought you know it as that funny meme app back in middle school, I'm sure this is very jarring for you to listen to. But hey, that's life, you know. I feel the same way when people talk about like 4chan or Reddit, because I've used Reddit for like, I don't know, looking shit up, because everything's on Reddit, like when I need guides or help on something. But like 4chan, I have zero experience with that. So I've like, anyone talking about 4chan, I'm just like, what the
I don't know what the fuck 4chan is about either.
My only experience with 4chan is like green text posts, just like the fucking memes. That's as far as I know. But anything else, I don't know shit.
I don't know how that works. Like,
yeah.
Can you click on the text? It looks like you click on the text.
I don't know if you can. I really don't know. I don't think you can. I think it just looks like that.
It all looks like it all
looks like hyperlinks, but you can't do anything with them. But yeah, I think we're at 2.5 hours here, so I think it's a good place to, you know.
Yeah, I guess it would be a good place to end it.
Mm-hmm. After our nice little iFunny rant or talk, whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, cute little iFunny special.
The cute little iFunny. What's funny is that we already did talk about a little bit about iFunny on episode 14. Because the artist I had on there, that was with Cake Loam. She was an artist on iFunny, but has since moved on, which, you know, don't blame her. But that we were just reminiscing a little bit about like the old iFunny art community and shit. It's such a niche little piece of internet history. It's so niche. But it's interesting. There are some crazy characters.
You mean IFAC?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the ashes of IFAC, I've actually.
It's still you can still sometimes, like, you know, get a little taste of the ashes as they fly through the air. There's still some left over.
There's still that house burned, but like the residents still roam around.
Yeah, they still like, you know, you catch glimpses of them here and there.
Yeah, there is a guy who actually just like reminisces on the old days. This guy fucking sucks. He's like one of my fucking like haters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
he just like hates your shit because it's not like what the old shit was or something?
I think it's because he can't get in.
Oh, like he can't get into like your Discord or whatever the art block?
Honestly, I guess so, yeah. I guess I never like, I just told him it's artists only, and then I told him like, you know, only select people can be in it.
Oh, okay.
Or like along the lines like, he knows that I don't want to engage with him anymore because I realized what he did, and he kind of got upset.
What did he do?
I don't want to like dox his personal life on it, but
okay.
He I'd say like he like verbally like he verbally harasses people, and on top of that, he was not good in the IFAC community apparently.
Can I take a wild guess here?
Sure.
On the dude's username?
It's
a wild guess. I'm just throwing this to the wind based off of like musings I hear. Is it King Ender Raptor?
I do know him, but that's not it.
No.
What's up with him?
I remember just that guy at one point like just for no reason, just like being a complete fucking dickhead to another artist. I forgot the other artist. I forgot who she was. I don't think she's on the app anymore. But like for some reason, he was just going out of his way to be like an absolute cunt to her for no reason, just
Oh, he was on.
other than just to fuck with her.
Oh, he was gonna be on one of my invite lists. I'm just gonna scratch him off.
I mean, well, to be honest, I don't know if he's changed. I'm just saying that he did do that at one point.
Do I want to take the fucking risk?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't want to fucking take the fucking risk.
you
I'm not gonna do
can.
that.
His art's kind of. Never mind.
His art's kind of nice. I mean, it's on the and it's on the softcore side, but I can't diss it. It's pretty good.
Sure.
I mean, it's not like yours.
Well, let's not. We don't need to compare like that. My point is that I just, it's just kind of. I mean this as in the most constructive way possible. Like, and not to be just a dick, but like every time I see one of his drawings, it's usually like the same two angles of just like a really thick bitch, or like some really buff, like untouchable god character, or something like that.
All right. Now that you say that,
I mean that's what it is. I'm not lying.
Well, you know what?
And I think it would do him well to study more, because like in the year, like genuinely, I think I've been like he's been a mutual for like years at this point. Like I just mean this the most constructive way. Like after all these years, like the art just hasn't really improved that much on his side. Like not as much as it should if he's like drawing consistently and studying. So I don't know. Just if he ever watches this or somehow catches wind of this, I don't mean that to be a dick. I just think you could, study more and like diversify what you draw more, because,
Speaking of diversifying, I am gonna try to go and aim this like to a new art style.
Oh really?
Yeah, like so. Let's say this. When I practice drawing, I'm not finding my current art style improvable. Now, when I say this in the aspect, it does sound snooty, but when it comes down to the cartoon art style that I currently have, I can't make it. It's stuck on Ren and Stimpy / Ed, Edd n Eddy. I can't really make like. I will still draw in that type of way, but I need to go and draw. I want to go and make an art style that also is very appealing. Something that isn't like Ren and Stimpy / Ed, Edd n Eddy which is supposed to be a lot more kookier and funny.
You mean what, something more just kind of like mature, a little more serious?
Well, let's say I do. I honestly can't see myself drawing like you. I like the cartoony looks, right? I like the cartoony looks. I'd say, you know who Lithero is?
Lithero? Yeah. Doesn't that guy like commission multiple artists though?
No. He has his own art style.
No, am I thinking of someone else?
No, you're not. You're thinking of somebody. I think you're thinking about the right person. This person does DBZ gameplay and stuff like that. Yeah. He has his own art style. Of course.
Yes. Okay. I know what you're talking about. I was just thinking about him because of like the Silver campaign and shit.
Yeah, no. He does have his own art style. I do like it. I do want to go and take some of his own work and put it into my own.
No, I think he's got like a very good mix of, like, it's a very good art style. His work. I mean, I would, if you're trying to do that, I would suggest just like, you're on the right path. Just find artists that have similar art styles like that, and like just study them, like try and copy them.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. But next time though, I
will
have to
playing that. Sorry.
I will have to go and see if I can copy it. I was looking at a reference. I sent you a picture. I was trying to send a picture of. I was trying to like mimic like Thero's type of art style and mimic it and put some of my own type of way into drawing it. This is a very rushed sketch though. This is the wrong one. This is a very not as good one.
Here's what I can tell you though. I think while that's really good to study other art styles and shit, I think what's going to also help you is to study from life more. Like
Really?
studying from, because and here's why. It's like the old reliable, right? If you study from life, right, and you get a good grasp of how real life works, it's going to give you so much more power to bend it to your will. Right? Like if I, like for example, if I know how to draw the human body really, really well, right? That means I can break the rules of anatomy much easier because I already know how it works. So I know how I can break it while still making it look like it works.
Mm,
You know what you know what I'm saying? Because like here's the thing. There's a difference between like drawing anatomy, like stylizing and just drawing it wrong. Right? There's a big difference. Right? Because if I look at, because you know how like beginner artists, they'll try and draw like, and like they'll just, the default to like nowadays young kids when they're starting out, they like to draw like anime or whatever, right?
yeah.
You know how that shit looks, right?
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't look appealing because they're just starting out, they're beginners. But you look at an actual anime and everything looks really nice, right? When I'm watching fucking Dragon Ball or Full Metal Alchemist, it's extremely stylized, but you don't question it. And it's because they're not, in a sense, they're not drawing it, they're not drawing their stuff wrong, but they're drawing it based on like sort of breaking the rules of life, but in a consistent way, if that makes sense. So, like I would say for you, it's a good idea to study, you know, other artists like Lithero and try and mimic the style. Um, but I think you're also gonna find the process be a lot easier if you do some. You don't have to do it like 24/7, like you're back in fucking school or some shit. But like, you know, take some time to study from life. Um, it's gonna it's
No, I'll take all this to perspective. After all, it is your curly cinnamon.
I'm really you gotta stop saying that. I have a long way to go, dude. I am not that fucking that great. I've got a long way to go myself before I can, you know, stand up to some of the other great artists out there.
No, but whatchamacallit, yeah, I will probably I'm probably want to ask Brandon the same like same question, see if it like also applies because I do want to go and again make a distinct art style. I don't like I want to like for say like draw in other people's type of way.
No, I know what
I
you
do I
mean.
do but I do want to take some inspiration
No,
from
and
them.
well, the thing is, that's how art styles are made. Like my art style, for example, is like I think I've created for myself a pretty distinct art style. Um, that's pretty unique to me for the most part. Uh, but if I were to like lay out all the different things I've taken from other artists and how I sort of Frankenstein them into my own, you're gonna be like, oh, I see the influences. Like if you go look at the artist Coterie Inc., who's like my biggest inspiration for my art style, genuinely. He is like his work is what got me to start making comics. Um, you'll see the similarities. I even use his custom Procreate brush for all of my work.
Well, let
Uh,
me ask you this: the picture I sent you, you said that like if like of course study more on life, and then of course, uh, render it to you know to breaking it, and of course like making it a distinct style.
mhm,
How the picture I sent you,
mhm.
how like where do you like point out that kind of statement?
Are you asking me
Oh,
to
is it?
like? Are you asking me like to like critique it?
Yeah, like I sent you a picture. I know the
Mhm,
shading. I do have to go and do better on it. I did rush on it a little bit, but
mhm.
yeah, I did rush in the shading. I didn't put any highlights either.
Yeah, it's not really the shading. So like for one thing, like if you for when I look at this, it still feels like looking at your uh your drawing. Like I understand, like I can sort of see the inspiration you were getting from Lithero. Um, but here's a big thing. Like, I would say the biggest thing with it that's like throwing me off a little bit besides just the clothing and like how it wraps around. Because I think overall, like her body, like her torso and her arms, I know you can't really see much of it, but I can tell like those look pretty all right. Like the way the torso sits isn't that bad. Um, I think the biggest thing looking at it is like the proportions of her head and face throw me off a tad. Um, you know what I mean? Because
So
like
even in a cartoon perspective, you think that's a little too much.
yes, because it here's the thing, even because like the term you're using cartoon perspective, like if you look at like any sort of like master level cartoonist work, like the perspective is still correct within its own, its own universe. Because like when I look at this, like for example, that you have like the nose like perfectly cradling the corner of the eye,
Oh shit! So
when
true.
in reality the nose would be overlapping on top of the eye. And
So
then
true.
you have like it doesn't even look like she kind of has like cheekbones. You see what I mean? Like it goes like the outside line of her cheekbone perfectly matches with the eye, when in reality your skull has, sockets. It creates the brow ridge that sticks out. It goes inside for your eye and your eye sockets, and then it sticks out again for your cheekbones, right? And despite what people might think, your cheekbones don't actually go out where because it looks like you drew almost the cheekbones going out where the corner of the mouth is, which is a thing I think a lot of, people can sometimes mix up. But your cheekbones are like pretty far above your mouth actually, and your cheeks don't really, you know, they usually don't stick out that much afar from like your skull.
This is all valuable.
It
Oh,
is.
I should probably write this fucking down.
I mean, it's recorded. But yeah,
Wait,
so
will this actually be in? Or are you gonna go like, cause like all this is
if
kind of
you,
useless.
I
All kind of
mean,
useless if you don't post a picture.
are you okay with me posting the picture?
I don't really care. You can do that.
Okay, I think
Oh
I think it'll be a fun little session of
yeah,
critiquing.
I'm not really like upset about critiques. You know,
And
it's
I
like
don't, and I'm glad you're not, because you like I think critique is the one of the best ways anyone's gonna get better.
yeah,
Whether
like I did say before, fucking Curly. Like I only been fucking drawing for 2 years, and
yeah,
I've been like hogging on the same art style. I want to try something different, and
for sure.
the new art style I do want to make. Well, I want it actually to be pretty. Like, I just want to be goaded.
No,
And
I understand it. I understand
now
that.
that yeah, now that I have more time, I actually do want to actually
Yeah, and
get information.
I can tell you right now, I don't want to like appeal to like sound like from a place of authority or anything, but like I have done this for a while. I'm not a master by any stretch of the means. I've still got a long way to go myself, but you know, I've got some experience under my belt. I've done some things here and there.
Well, that's what I'm fucking
Um,
asking you.
yeah, and I can tell you one of the best things that helped me is to study from life. Like, and I promise you, if you like ask any master artist, if you look at any master artist like advice, they're gonna tell you the same thing. Like, I'm not. This isn't just a Curly thing. This is like just a universal artist thing. Like, the best way to break down and stylize, form is to understand the form better. And
Mm.
that goes for anything. Like you're not going to be able to learn how to drift a car without learning how to drive a car first, right?
So true. This is all Curly facts right here, guys.
This is straight facts. This isn't anything special. Like this is just what it means to be an artist. That's all it means. Like I guess like to move away from characters, like one thing that I do in my comic is like it takes place in a sci-fi setting. So like none of the weapons are like sci-fi, but like I took the time to kind of study guns and kind of get a good understanding of how guns work before changing it up to how the guns work in my story.
Hmm. All right.
So yeah, that
Uh,
yeah.
I do appreciate you telling me this, though. That is very valuable. That
No,
is
of
very valuable
course, of
information.
course. I think it'll do you good because
Yeah,
you've already got a pretty good grasp on just drawing in general. So I don't think it's gonna really be that hard for you to like pick up studying and like doing shit like that.
yeah. Very much so. Whatchamacallit? Oh my fucking god, that's embarrassing. No fucking way. This is a
What?
Delix moment.
What you
How did I forget my sentence mid-sentence?
do?
Oh my god.
That's not that big of a deal. We have been recording for almost 3 fucking hours.
No, Curly, you don't understand. I had it in my plate, and I was gonna give it to you, but I don't know where it went.
It's gone. It ran away. It ran away.
What was I gonna say? It's about my art. It's about the art. I guess what I had on my plate was that I do appreciate you giving me this information.
Mhm.
I think I was gonna go and talk about how I get it. A lot of artists, and I did, and I say this because I was one of it at first. That I do understand that artists kind of can get a little upset on critiques.
Oh, for sure.
Right, because like
it's hard.
for me personally, from experience, like I really did not like to hear that someone did not like my art, or someone
Mhm.
said like, oh, you did this wrong or that wrong, could have done a better, like could have done a better job on this. It does hurt you on the inside, but then you realize that it you also want to get better, and you also know that you're not the best, and you only been doing this for so, like, they haven't done this for so long, so it only like gonna improve you, and if you want to, like, once you get past a hurdle, like, you realize that critiques don't, like, aren't like made to like hurt you, unless it was like in any sense like supposed to harass you.
Mhm.
They're supposed to just like get you to where you want to be.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like, you see that in a lot of artists, that a lot of them like don't learn. And of
Oh,
course,
yeah?
this is me like being near artists that don't really like to take critiques or learn from their mistakes. They always want to talk about how they don't like their art, but they really, really hate it when you have a suggestion.
Yeah. No, that there's so many the amount of artists that I've seen that have been drawing for like 4 or 5 years and you don't see like any fucking improvement in their work. It's just like, what have you been doing this whole time? And you know what they've been doing. They stagnated because they don't want to like put in the work or take the critique to heart, or like any critique at all. They just want to stay in their little comfort happy place, which is, I guess, fine. But then it's one of those things. It's like, if you don't want critique, then you should probably not even surround yourself with other artists, because like inevitably, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'll say it again. Like, it does hurt. It does hurt sometimes.
It does. It doesn't feel good.
But you rather it not feel good and not improve. You rather it like feel. You rather like feel a little. Sorry, I'd rather feel uncomfortable but get something out of that circumstance than to be in my comfort zone and not gain anything.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like anything in life. Like work.
Yeah, critique is like it's never gonna feel good, and I don't think like no matter how much critique you're gonna get, it's gonna ever like feel good. You know, but like you'll get to a point where like you're gonna appreciate it more,
Yeah.
if you let it, unless you're the type of person to like, just not you specifically, just like in general, just like unless someone's the type of person to just like never take it to heart.
Yeah,
Because I think what people don't realize is that critique is usually never personal. It's never meant to be a personal attack. It's like critique is usually always for your benefit. Like, because there's a difference between like someone hating on your work and critiquing it. If someone critiques your work, then they're critiquing it. They want to see it improve. They're doing it for your benefit. If someone's hating on your work, then they obviously just want to hurt you. And there's a big difference between the two.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can be a soft spot for a lot of people. And if like if someone's an artist who can't handle critique at all, then I gotta say they just shouldn't be posting their art online at all. Like, I don't know, it's like you're putting your art in a public space. If you can't handle scrutiny, then you need to like do something else, because it's just you gotta have a thick skin in this shit. There's no other way.
Wow, Curly. Wow, you're gonna get canceled for saying that, Curly. Wow, I can't believe
I hope
it.
so. I hope so. If
It's
you're watching this, if you're watching this and you post your art online, don't get mad if people critique it. You posted it to a public space. That doesn't give you. It's a public space. You don't have the right to your like to not get critiqued for the things you say or do or draw. That's I don't know what to tell you.
You know, I'm sweating in my chair. I'm like, I'm like tugging on my shirt.
That's not real. I don't think that's a hot take though. I think that's a pretty common opinion. That if you're going to be on the internet and be like a content creator of any kind, you got to develop the thick skin.
I don't know, Curly. In this time here, in this era that we're in,
God.
in this era that
no, we're in the hot seat now.
Curly, he's not my friend. He's just an acquaintance.
Dude, I didn't know he was going to say that shit. What the fuck? I could have never expected it.
Yeah, it just came out left field, guys. Please don't. Please. Oh, I honestly, I really hope I'm never in a situation where they're going to explain that exactly what you just said, and then like get like people upset at me for it. Because like
I don't understand why anyone would be upset at that statement. That's such a neutral thing to say.
It's so funny.
It's so common sense. If anyone actually comes up, like, I doubt this isn't going to happen because these videos don't get enough views for that. But if someone ever were to like fucking get mad at you for being with that, just send them my way. Literally, I'll talk to them. I'll be like, stop being such a fucking bitch. Like, stop being such a fucking loser.
It's just like, why would you want to waste your time on like those like, I don't know. It honestly, if you are in a space. So not in a space. If you are in like a community that like this says things like that, I just would never really respond to them, because anything I would say, I know 100% that they're not gonna like change their minds.
No.
If it's a really really bad take like that, you really know you're not gonna go and convince them. Or like any response you make it's just better just to ignore them.
Yeah. Yeah, those types of people, they don't want to be in an artist community. They just want like echo chambers. They just want constant validation. That's usually what they want.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
So, not to say that positive reinforcement isn't a good thing. Like, I fucking love Delix's art style. I love the way you draw shit. It's fucking hilarious. But you know, if you really are trying to evolve into a different art style for other stuff, then yeah, I'm just back to what I said. Just study life, my man.
You got me blushing,
dude. Your shit is genuinely fucking funny, dude.
You like my slop? Oh, guys, Curly likes my slop. I'm currently like petting my rabbit right now.
Oh, you have a pet rabbit?
Yeah, since we're stopped drawing, we're just staring at these 4 fucking idiots.
We've been staring at these guys for like the past hour.
Yeah, I just picked them up and started.
That's fine. It's turned into a real podcast, just a real boring podcast with nothing going on. But
shit! I just realized I can probably after you're done, once you sent this picture, like when you post this picture, I know you're not gonna post this picture until after you're done with the video. Send it. I want to like change the background to like a Compton thing.
If you want, you can just do it in your free time. I don't care. But yeah, before we go, tell everybody who you are again, what you do, and if there are any future projects they should keep an eye out for.
Oh yeah, I guess. Okay, all right. So I guess again, I am Delix Draws on any platform that I'm in. It's like YouTube, Twitter, and iFunny. Those 3. Everything else, I'm not gonna be on. I am gonna go and do YouTube shit. I do have like some videos I do gotta edit out, so
Okay.
yeah, I have nothing so far because I'm just editing them out so far. Like I'm just
Mhm.
like
What?
I'm also
what
again very
what
new on like OBS and shit and like editing out
Yeah,
videos, so
that's
it's gonna take some time for me. But I will be like doing videos
very nice.
with like artists. So woo, maybe we
Yippee!
can have Curly. Yes,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
Curly.
baby, I can come on. That'd be
Yeah,
cool. I want to do stuff.
yeah, we can have a Curly collab. Woo!
Yeah.
Hooray!
Yippee.
Yeah, that's basically it though. I'm just an iFunny sloppy. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I funny micro celeb, but
Yeah.
that doesn't have to define you.
It's all I know.
Yeah.
iFunny's all I know.
It's all I know. It's all I know how to do.
This deep inside of me, I'll never let you see my old account that I had on iFunny.
Fair enough.
So true.
Yeah. As for me, same old guys. What I can say is that I finally finished recording the characters for the first episode of District Denizens, the little character design series, which I know some of you guys have been waiting for with bated breath. But I
Ooh.
finished recording it. Now I just gotta cut it all together, and that's gonna be a fun episode of designing your characters, right? Redesigning them to fit into my comic, not to actually put them in, because I feel like I need to clarify that. But I had a lot of fun. I can't wait to do more after that episode is edited and cut down. The chapter 4 dub is still being worked on. It's going to be taking a little longer than the last 3 I did because it's 35 pages, 30 something pages of a action sequence. So I'm trying to make it much more dynamic than previous episodes. So it's taking some more time.
Jesus Christ, Curly. You're for someone who has all this shit going on, I'm surprised you're social.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't know how I do it. I can tell you what, I do it slowly. It's definitely not all being done at a very punctual pace, but hey, it is getting done.
Oh, and all looks good nonetheless. So we'll talk about that.
Talk about what?
Yeah, no, like just saying, like it's all just really like you do put good heart in your into your projects.
Oh, thank you. I think I do too. I do it. I clearly ain't doing it for monetary reasons. So I don't really make a lick off of this shit, but I still love it. And to my few Patreon supporters, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You make the world go round. Other than that, I do have some other stuff cooking too that are different from the usual of what I upload. You know, I've got I've dipped my toe into a little bit of gaming stuff. I recorded a really
games.
I recorded a really fun video with my voice actors of us playing Lethal Company, and they just fucking bullied me the entire time for some reason. I thought I was a pretty chill dude. I thought we were all chill, but they were the worst. They were little gremlins that entire
Where do you
episode.
find your voice actors, Curly?
I found some of them were mutual friends, and but a lot of them I found off of a little website called Casting Call Club, where you can upload projects and roles, and people can submit auditions for them.
Yeah, really?
Yep.
I mean, I'd assume the mutual thing, but I felt like there probably was something else to it.
Yeah, it was just a mix of mutuals and that. Yeah, working on that. Trying to come up with some more stuff to diversify the channel, but busy bee. Stuff is coming out. Thank you for your patience. That's what's going on.
All right, everybody. Goodbye.
Yeah. Goodbye. Bye, everybody. Goodbye.
I pull out my mic. I throw it to the ground.
Bye.
Where's my fucking coffee? Where's your secretary? She's doing a fucking bad job, Cinnamon.
Dude, you already gave her a black eye. We can't keep going through this,
I
man.
don't give a
She's
fuck.
gonna
Where's
call she's gonna fucking file a restraining
Nah,
order.
nah.
Listen.
Where the fuck is my lawyer?
Dude, he left like
He's
3
fucking
hours ago.
Oh my. Fucking storms out, kick store. Fuck.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I forgot my phone.
all right.
Awkward.
Bye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Kick second door.
Uh,
Stumbles out.
Yeah, you gotta pay for those.